And good evening, boys and girls. I hope we are well. Welcome to Sunday Fun Day Rum Day. I've got this weird feeling that I've forgotten something, and I don't know what it is. The audio's on, the video's on. There's something going down, but I'm not sure what it is. I'll find out in a minute, no doubt. But welcome. Thank you very much. Let's just put that up, say hello to people in the comments. It's not many of you commenting yet. What's going on? So, Windy, Ross, Scott, Al Ho, Decky, Neil, John S. And Windy. What's Windy doing here? First bump. What's all that about? Thanks, Windy, whatever that is. I have no idea what that is. Thank you very much, Windy. Gus, MCC, hello. Coming up in tonight's show then. You can obviously all hear me, so thank you very much. Coming up in tonight's live show, we are going to be following up this Tuesday's or Monday's video, whenever it dropped, the English Harbour 5-year-old. We're going to be following that up with a little tipple of the English Harbour 10-year-old. Can't wait to crack that out. I've never actually had that because the original English Harbour I had was the extra old. So I've never, ever tried the 10-year-old. Unless it's the same rum, rebranded, but I don't think it is. So we've got that. The big question of the week that I've got multiple times was after the El Dorado 8-year-old video was Steve, how does it compare to the 5-year-old or the 12-year-old? So there is a poll running in the chat as well. It's pinned to the top of the chat, so get involved in the poll. I want to know which is your favourite El Dorado, whether it's the 5, the 8, the 12 or the 15-year-old. But we will be having a little comparison, and I will be giving you my thoughts about maybe which two El Dorados to buy. We've got a members cocktail from Enchanted Claire, and I'll also I'll give you a little kind of sneak preview. I'll also be trying to recreate this, but I nearly did it, nearly went that way. This little bad boy here, and I'll tell you all about that in a bit for the newer people that are just kind of following and have no idea what that is. You'll have to stay tuned. So that is tonight's rough schedule. The new kind of colour coded there. The rums, as you can see, 8:05 and then 9 o'clock. That's when we're going for the out and out tastings. And as I mentioned, all this will be chaptered up. So if you are watching this on the replay, you can scroll along or scrub along the bottom of the bar there, and you can see the chapters that will get done probably, hopefully, straight after the live show's finished. So you can just watch the bit you want, or you can watch the whole flipping show. Go on, do it. Smash that like button. That like button really helps me. It really helps to push this video out to more people, out to more rum lovers, and you can make more friends. So smash that like button. That'll really help me out. Let's just say hello to a few more people. TF, aka Tom. Hey, Tom. Free Hardy. That's a new name, isn't it? Free Hardy? I don't recognise that. Where are you from, Free Hardy? Ian, hello, mate. Ants, hiya. Kevin, Kevin, you're gracing us with your presence early doors. Thank you very much for that. Makes a change. Andy and can't wait for the El Dorado chat. Yes, and Kevin, smash that like button. There we go. That way. It's that way, isn't it? It's always that way. I don't know, because on my screen it's right there, like beside me there. But obviously it's there, isn't it? So smash that like button. That'll really help me out. So, What have we been up to this week? Not a lot, actually. I've got no gossip for you. All I will say is make sure, if you're going to tune in for one show and not worry about any other show, make sure you tune in next Sunday, because it is and will be a cracking show next Sunday. Not quite sure how it's going to go down. The content's going to be good. We may or may not have people on screen with me. We may or may not have people in the sorry, Mummy Barman's just coming out there. I thought she was going to tell me something. We may or may not have people in on the comments. We shall find out. I shall confirm through the week. But regardless, it is going to be a cracking show next week. So make sure you tune in next Sunday. But this Sunday, we've got to get this Sunday out the way first, don't we? So, Free Hardy's in Edinburgh. Hey, oh, you rum fan in Edinburgh? Nice. Don't want whiskey, do we? Nah, whiskey's dull and boring. Who else we got? Havana Steve. Hello, Havana Steve, over in Northern Ireland. Decky, I love El Dorado 12-year-old, but heard it drops off after that. We should find out, shall we? Back from the cricket, ready for the banter. Was that my camera going already? What's going on? Why does it keep doing that? Hey, Philip. Claire's hiding in the loo. I think Claire's at work, actually. Good shout to Claire. I think she's at work. But there will be rum, though. Yes, I've got. Well, I'm assuming that means next week, Free Hardy. Yes, there definitely will be rum next week. Oh, my God, there's going to be some rum next week. So, I forgot to mention the DRAM of the week, actually. I haven't even got that prepped. I was going to start out. Someone asked me for this. Hang on, let's get rid of the old likey. That one, innit? Someone asked me for this. I've got William George. We might as well crack on. It's 5 past. We might as well do the old DRAM of the week, and then I can chat about it. I've reordered these now, so it must be that one. Just for the old chapters, and while I fiddle around and find my book, wherever the hell the book's gone. I don't know where my book's gone. Here we go. Right, let's put that on screen. That is what I'm tasting, and I've got a book here somewhere that kind of tells me all about it, except I've lost the flipping book. Where's the book gone? Oh, no. I had a whole book that told me all about this rum, and I don't know where it is. So if anyone knows about William George, that rum there that's on the screen, then let me know. Where the hell's that book gone? Oh, that's really disappointing, isn't it? I've had a shocker. I've had a shocker already, boys and girls. I've had an absolute shocker. Whoa, that's shocking behaviour. That is, I need to pay myself a fine, don't I? I absolutely need to give myself a fine. Sorry, I've got absolutely zero knowledge about this because I was convinced the book was right here. And it isn't. And I don't know where the hell it is. If it's not there, it's not slipped down anyway. I didn't put it back in here, did I? I know I didn't put it back in here. If anyone knows, hello Gary Pinder-Jones, Steve Dingley. Hello Steve-O, how are you? If anyone's got any knowledge about William George, apart from some bloke made it for, hang on, was it his grandsons or his grandfathers? Named it after his grandfathers. I can't flip and remember for the life of me. And I don't know where that goddamn book is. I've had a shocker. But anyway, that's this week's DRAM of the week. I don't know what it is. I've absolutely zero idea. So I'm relying on some of you, because one of you asked for it and I've forgotten who the hell it was. I missed last week. Steve not hit the side of the camera yet. No, I haven't done that. Gary's in Lincolnshire. Free Hardy. Right. I'm really, really sorry, guys. I don't know where that book is. And that's really, really annoying me now, because it's been... Oh, it's right there in front of me, isn't it? Right. Right there in front of me. Right, you watch. There won't be any info in here now. Here we go. So, William George. Where is it? William George. Is it William George? George William? What's it called? William George. I've got a funny feeling it's a Barbados rum. We've had a shocker there, haven't we? Wow. You watch. It's not even... It has to be in this book. 100% has to be in this book. Right. Where is it? William George. Right, back page. Right, the very last rum. There we go. William George, right, let's crack on. Pretend the last 2 or 3 minutes didn't happen and we can crack on then, can't we? So, this exceptional white rum honours the memories of William and George, whose love, commitment and sacrifice was unquestionable. William George rum was blended without any emphasis on age or origin, focusing instead on honest, bold flavour without any additives. This small tribute to two great men who sought to bring blissful happiness to a decade of time. I've got a funny feeling they're two granddads. So what's in the bottle? It is multiple distilleries in Trinidad and Jamaica. And we've got pot and column still, molasses base, 43% ABV. Right, let's crack it out in our tasting glass then. And we need to get the old Rum X app out. For those of you new, just joining for the first time, this is the little baby. If you're in Europe, you can download that and get involved. As I keep saying, it will be coming to the US and it will be coming to Canada, hopefully. Sometime this summer, but there is a kind of web base, but it's not really. The app's brilliant because you can sort of go in and create an account and you can review your own rums and all that sort of stuff. So that's the framework we use for that, but that is the rum. So now there's only 2 people that have reviewed this on the app. It's only had 2 reviews and both of them have scored, hang on, I can tell you exactly. Both of them have scored in the 70s. All right, so we haven't got much to go on here, and this is only a 20 cl bottle, so it's pretty much I'm going to smash the whole lot really. 20 cls, 20. Let's do half it to start off with. Right then, he says half it. Look, blooming 2/3 of it gone already. There was some new people just popping up as well. Who was it? No, it was it. Hey, Carl. Carl's in the house. I'm sure I just saw someone else popping in. Georgie. I saw Georgie's. Georgie's cracked out the Cane Rock. What do you think to the Cane Rock, Georgie? Plantation spiced rum. What do you think to that? Right, let's get on this. Let's click the magical taste it button, shall we? For this. So, most of these faces I recognise, so I think you know what's going on with the Rum X app. Basically, if you click taste it, it takes you through the whole thing. You can do the nosing first, you can do the palate, the tasting afterwards, and it's just really good. You store it, you can see other people's reviews of it. It's just a genius rum app, really. So, right, select colour. Well, it's a flipping white rum, so I have to go gin. This is the one thing I don't like, which I've never spotted before because I've never done white rums on this. The white is gin clear. That's how it calls itself. Gin clear. Flipping Germans. We'll be having words with them. Love you, really. Right, so it is, apparently, that is gin clear. Apparently, that's what we're calling that. Right, on the old nostrils. Let's scroll down. Oh, price-wise, that's what I forgot to give you. 41, it's a bit expensive, this. $41.99. All right? And I completely forgot who flipping asked for this. So if you're watching, pipe up. All right? I know it's one of my members asked for this. I have to say, the nostrils is pretty damn special, actually. I've seen Lee in here. That's who I saw. Where's Lee gone? Lee's here. Lee, I think this could be one for you. It's got a bit of funk to it. It's got a bit of the old magical stuff going on there. A bit of overripe banana. A bit of sort of tropical fruit in there. This could be a Lee and Ken. This could be up your little streets. This one, quite expensive though. 42 quid. Right. So, on the nostrils, I have definitely got loads of overripe banana in there. That kind of funky ester. Where's the rum from? I thought it was Trinidad and Barbados. Oh, Trinidad and Jamaica. Sorry, I don't know where I've got Barbados from. Trinidad and Jamaica. That really makes sense. Right. So, other people have got fresh, tropical fruits, pineapple, banana, funky vanilla, earthy, herbal, and balanced. I get the earthy for a change. I get what they mean by the earthy. Tropical fruits, definitely agree with that. Pineapple. Definitely agree with that. Funky banana, 100% fresh. It's almost got agricole. Well, it's definitely white, kind of Jamaican. It's definitely rum bar-esque. That's what it's not Kingston 62. It's definitely rum bar-esque. Not quite rum bar-esque, but it's almost rum bar-esque. So proper sort of Jamaican on the old nostrils. But it's just something else in the background, and it'll probably be those Trinidad notes. If you remember, for those of you who managed to get it, Cane Rock, 10 Cane. 10 Cane had a bit of this. I'm gutted that's kind of deceased now because that was cracking. I think that was Trinidad rum, but it had a lot of funk to it. Right, it's gone. Let's get on and score it. So fruit, I've got to give it a 3 out of 5 for fruit. Floral, I'm going to say there's a bit of floral there, so I'm going to give it 1, 2. It's a bit grassy. Grassy's kind of floral, isn't it? Grassy's got to be floral. I'm going 2. Spices, zip. Absolutely no spice on there. Woody. If that's kind of like earthy tones, I'm going to give it a 1. I wouldn't say it's woody, but I'm getting earthy tones, and I don't know. I wouldn't all call earthy tones floral, so I kind of have to go that. Roasted, no. Round, yeah. I'm going to go 1 for rounded. Right, I've got to do the old doodahs, haven't I? Someone's got vanilla, actually. Did I say vanilla? Yeah, I did say vanilla. I'm not sure I get vanilla on that. Definitely got earthy. I'm going to agree with that. Definitely funky. Whoops. Yeah, herbal. Funky and banana. Fresh, I'm agreeing with. And pineapple, I'm agreeing with. I'm not picking out anything else on that. Right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So, locking that in. Right, let's crack on with the old taste buds. Right, let's scroll down. So, definitely the emphasis is on fruity more than... it's that kind of Jamaican sort of funky fruit, if you know what I mean. There's no real emphasis going on there. Do I think this is going to be sweet? I don't know whether there's any sugar added. Obviously, we can't tell, I doubt, because only 2 people have done it. I don't think it's going to be that sweet. Right, come on. That's a bit different. Jesus, the vanilla now. Vanilla first and foremost. The funk's there but dies. It's really weird because you get it on the, when you go for a taste, you're getting loads of it on the nostrils, but when you taste it, you're getting spice and you're getting vanilla and you're getting, the best way I can describe this from what I've had of Trinidad rums, the best way I can describe this is on the nose 100% Jamaican, on the taste 100% Trinidad. That's really nuts. So vanilla, there is a little bit of woody note, sort of barrelage to that. I'm assuming it's been rested for some time. Obviously not aged, but I'm assuming it's had contact with wood at some point. Just getting vanilla. So it's a little bit of dry tannins. The finish is actually quite long for a white rum. The finish, the vanilla kind of goes on a little journey for you. You get vanilla up front, and then the spice and all the sort of earthy, woody tones come out. I wouldn't say too much fruit, actually. But then, once those kind of woody, earthy notes come, the vanilla comes back. It's like a second wave of vanilla. That's really interesting. I think I quite like that, actually. I'd love a bit more to do a daiquiri with. Obviously, I can't do a daiquiri with that. Might be able to. Right, what have other people got then? So the tasting notes of other people: dry, sugarcane, fresh, spice, creamy. 100% agree with creamy. That's a great shout, actually. Is a very, I should have mentioned that, is a very kind of luxurious rum. Very luxurious rum. There's no harshness to it. It's a lovely mouthfeel to it as it goes down there. Banana, pineapple and nutty. I'm struggling on the banana. It's vanilla. I don't know how no one's put vanilla. I've got tons of vanilla. This is also the other interesting thing. I was talking about this last week, and it maybe the week before. I don't know how the rums. It was last week. It was when Steve, Irish Steve, Havana Steve, sent me. I forgot what he sent to me now. The Trinidad. Oh, it was Trinidad last week. The Trinidad rum in one of these little samples. He sent me an Equiano, and I don't know whether the rum loses any character being transferred from the main bottle into that and then being stored in something like that. So I don't know whether this will taste exactly the same as like the original bottle, because obviously this will have been decanted from an original bottle into this. But I don't get banana or pineapple at all. I'm not even convinced I know where the nuttiness is coming from on there. Creamy, 100% agree with. Fresh, yes. There is that tiny, tiny, minuscule bit of funk on the mouth, which I guess you'd say banana. I guess you potentially say that, but for me, I'm definitely calling that funk. But it is vanilla and spice. Right, let's get on and taste it. I can see all the comments coming in. I'll come back to that in a minute. Right, so I'm agreeing with fresh, I'm agreeing with spice, and agreeing with creamy. Dry, someone's put dry. It's definitely not sweet, so I'm not going to tick it, but I'd agree on the dry. Right, I've got to add some here. So, vanilla. I do not understand how no one has added vanilla, so I'm definitely doing the vanilla. What else did I say? Spice I've ticked. I think that's it. I might have to add funk or banana. Do I just call it banana? I wouldn't class it as overripe banana. I just get this like instant Jamaican kind of, I suppose it is overripe banana. I suppose, yeah. Let's just go with the flow. Banana. I'll humour them. I'll go with banana in there. Right, done. Right, so let's get on with the old scores. Scores on the doors. So I've given it fresh, spice, creamy, banana, and vanilla. Vanilla. Loads of vanilla. Right, sweetness. 1 out of 5. If I could give it a 1.5, I would. I don't think it warrants a 2, but one's a little... see, I'm in trouble with scores out of 5. Has to be a 1. I don't think it's a 2. Because 2's getting very close to being half. So like a 5 out of 10. And it definitely ain't a 5 out of 10. So, I've got to give it 1. I have to give it 1 on that. Right, fruit. What's some... I suppose that overripe banana classes, or funk classes of fruit, I suppose. But I don't really want to give it too much. I'm going to give it a 1. I'm not sure I 100% agree with that, but... Right, floral. There is that sort of fresh grassiness to it, so I'm going to give that... I'm going to give that a 2, actually. Spices, 2. Woody, there's a little bit there, 1. Roasted, no. Round, 2. Finish, long. That's quite long for me. That's still there, and I like that. Oh. Right, scores. I've forgotten what someone gave this now, and I can't see the scores. I think, right, here we go. So, I should be used to this now. Right, 70 to 79 is good. 80 to 89 is very good. I think it's very good. I think it's better than good. But I wouldn't put it really, really high at very, very good. So, I think I'm going to have to go low 80s. I normally give even numbers, but just for pure banter, I'm going to go 81. I'm going to go 81 out of 100. I really like that. But the question is now, I've got a little bit there. I really want to do this as a daiquiri. I've got a little bit of daiquiri mix here. A little bit. Don't hate the game. It's for situations just like this where it's chilled and I don't have to shake it, so I can do tiny minuscule daiquiris. Don't hate the player, because we shouldn't really be making daiquiri premix. So it's sugar, basically, sugar and lime, obviously. How much have I got in here? How much have we got in here? Right, let's just smash that hole. I've got 5 ml there. What do I want? If I do... Right, if I can do 10 ml of rum. Oh, that leaves me just a little bit. Right. So 10 ml, if I half that, so I just want about 5 ml. Might have to do a little bit of ice. Little minuscule ice cube, just for the old dilution. This will be the world's most pathetic daiquiri, but it's got to be done, innit? It's got to be done for situations like this. Right, let's give it swirls. While we're giving it a swirly, let's go back to the... Lee's got that. Oh, hang on, sorry, I forgot the tasting notes in the book. What does it taste like? Banana, tinned pineapple, macadamia nuts. No. No. Actually, no to all 3 of those. Banana, well, probably banana for the funk, but pineapple, no. Tinned pineapple, no. Macadamia nuts, no. Macadamia nuts extend further into almonds, cherry, and a vanilla cacao finish. Almond, no. Cherry, no. Cacao, no. So, this begs the question again, does the rum change when it's decanted from its main bottle into something like this and then stored? I don't know how long it's been stored in a little bottle like that. Obviously, it's come into contact with a little bit of air, that's all. And I don't know how much that changes. But basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've got 7 flavours on there, 7 different aspects of the tasting notes. So banana, tinned pineapple, macadamia nuts, almond, cherry, vanilla, and cacao. And I get 1.5 of those. So yeah. Definitely don't get cherry. That's interesting. That's really, really interesting. William George Rum, 42 quid. Would I pay 42 quid for it? I'm not sure I would, to be fair. And that probably comes down to the size of the distributors as well. It was Skylight Spirits, so it's the same guys as the Compañeros, same guys as Black Tears, wherever that's gone now, Black Tears, same guys as them, same guys as the Damiso, the Agricole Rum, same guys as there's something else missing. It's basically these guys. It's basically, you know, the Rum Discovery Box. That is basically what it is. Right, it's hopefully that ice cube's diluted it quite a bit. That's a very good daiquiri. Oh, what did I pay for? That's actually a really nice daiquiri. Interestingly, the funk properly comes out in that as a daiquiri. You lose that spice. That's really clean and crisp. Measured out perfectly, because I've got that daiquiri mix is perfect. It's perfect for 20 ml of rum, basically. So basically when I do 20 ml of rum, it's measured out to do 12 ml of that daiquiri mix for me, for my palate. So I've done 10 ml of rum, and then I've literally done 5 ml, so it's even a bit further. So the rum is more emphasised in that. That's a really nice daiquiri. The vanilla's slightly still there. For me, it's actually quite reminiscent of that Ron Cube. It's like a clean, crisp daiquiri. The Carta Blanca. Different, but that clean and crispness that I love from a daiquiri. That's quite interesting. I'd love to get a whole bottle of that, actually. I'd love to have, sorry, I'll rephrase that. I'd love to have the original bottle, so I could try that properly and try it as a daiquiri to make my mind up of whether I'd pay £42. What was it? 42 pounds. At the moment, I think that's quite expensive. But it potentially could be a cracking rum. So I don't know. If anyone's tried it, let me know. I'm going to dive back into the comments here very, very quickly. I don't think, I've had a quick scan. And I don't think anyone's, I mean, let me just save that so I don't lose it. I don't think anyone's actually tasted it. Right, Nick, just logged in, made a hurricane glass full. Nick from York. Hey, Jeff McJeff, popping by to say hello. Catch you all later as I'm off out. Shout out to Gary Pinder Jones. He'll fly the rum fag for both of us. Oh, do you two know each other, do you? You brothers from another mother? Question. I'm after a neat sipping rum which has not too much citrus, under £40, not to be mixed with anything. So, not much citrus. Most rums. There isn't too much citrus in any rum, to be fair. I'm struggling to pick out a rum that has got a lot of citrus to it. Obviously, a lot of spiced rums have got, quite a few of them these days have got orange in them. But I'm struggling to think of a rum, a proper sipping rum with citrus notes to it. Yeah, I can't think of any. So, my camera's gone again. Why does it keep doing that? Yeah. So it depends on your taste, your flavour profile. There's tons and tons out there. 40 quid. I don't even know where to start. If you like Jamaican, go Jamaican. If you like Barbados, go Barbados. If you like Cuban, go or sort of column still. You know, there's a plantation rum for every kind of palate. You know, you could go plantation. If you love spiced rums, then to get into proper rums like dark black rums might be good because they've got a little bit of extra caramel body to them. So it really depends. It really depends on that. Claire, Cane Islands. Yes, Steve. Right, Steve Barman, can you not decant 50 ml in a bottle to do a comparison for us? Of what? Wendy, I don't know what that means. Can I not decant 50 ml in a bottle to do a comparison for us? 50 ml in a bottle of what? I don't know what you're talking about there, Wendy. Sorry. Because I've got no 50 ml of anything. So I don't know what that means, Wendy. Right, Scott, when did grass become floral? Well, that's a very good question. Scott, what would you class grass as then if it's not floral? in that whole thing, in that whole scenario. So we've got fruit, floral, spices, woody, roasted, round. What would you not? Am I just being thick? What would you class grass as then? Fresh cut grass is floral notes, surely. It's like elderflower, grass, herbaceous, the kind of floral notes. They have to be. I think. I don't know. Educate me, Scott. Educate me. Where's your head out of that? Right, Kevin. Does Rumex have a price you are prepared to pay option? Yeah, sort of. You can add notes to Rumex. You can add how much you paid for it. You can add comments and stuff like that to it. That is part of it. It's not part of the actual review process. It's just comments and notes. But you can add how much you paid for a bottle or how much you paid for the sample. And that then goes into the big overall database. So it's got all that, but as in specifically that score, that marking, no. But you can add it manually. You can add manual comments for that. So, Decky Doughty, I find the plantation Fiji has citrusy notes. All right, probably the one exception to the rums behind the bar that might have a bit of citrus. Yeah, I'm completely with you. Actually, is the plantation Fiji. And I mean, even that, it's more tropical fruit than anything. But yes, it's probably the closest one to a little bit of citrus in there. I certainly can't think of any other rums. And you'd be looking at white rums potentially with citrus. Flor de Carnia, definitely not. Dorleys are definitely not. Citrus in a signature blend? Maybe. Not too much though. Ron Coubet, definitely not. Kingston 62, definitely not. Yeah. Agricole, maybe. If anything, sorry, I was just caught the corner of my eye. And I wouldn't, was it Jeff or was it Gary? It was Gary, wasn't it? Yeah, Gary. Yeah, probably out of everything, agricole. So stay away from agricole if you don't like those sort of citrus notes. I mean, it's more grassy funk than anything, but you might pick up citrus in that. But I don't think you go agricole anyway, or white agricole, I should say. Fresh cane juice rum, essentially. Right, Decky, that's done. Windy, is a sample the same as a full bottle? Windy, I still don't know what you're talking about. What? Can I pour 50 ml of what? So you can all have a sample. What would you like 50 ml of? Let me know what you would like 50 ml of, and then we'll see if I can do a sample. But if you're talking, can I do a 50 ml sample of the William George? Then no, because the bottle is like, it was a 20 cl and that's all gone. So no, I can't obviously do that. Right, let's get rid of that. Herbal, yeah, the Rumex. So Lee, Scott, see point, going back to that whole grass being floral, there isn't a herbal thing. Herbal, you would kind of, herbaceous is more gin in that sort of sense. Floral is more kind of rum, but they essentially, if you were scoring it, you would essentially class them as the same sort of thing. Because when I talk about gins, they are floral, but gin lovers call them herbaceous. Whereas, you know, rum lovers call gins. Rum lovers very kind of rarely refer to rums as herbaceous, but they do call them floral. So it's the same flipping thing to most of us. Super palates, super tasters will be a little bit different, but right. Pour 50 ml of a rum into a main bottle, hold it for a few weeks, and it's taste. Oh. Right, sorry, I see what your point is now. If you explain it properly, I kind of understand it. If you put it in little short phrases, yeah, I suppose I could do. I've got a little couple of bottles. I might get involved in that. It's a bit of faff, to be honest, but we shall have a go. Just in the interest of science, I will get a little bottle out. Here we go. I've got loads down here. There we go. We'll do it on camera now. Right, just a quick rinse and a quick dry. I've got a bottle here. What should we have a little sample of? These are 50cl bottles. Right, what should we have a little sample of? Something nice. And tell you what, let's go Jamaican. Tell you what we'll do. We'll go for the old signature blend. Let's do this, just to humour you all. Gosh, good job this show's interactive, isn't it? Right, here we go, look. Here we go. Right, so your mission is to not let me forget about that. That's the signature blend that's gone straight into there. And then there we go. So that can live there, look, and that's there. There we go. Nice punchy sort of flavours. All right. Happy days. There we go. Right. So that's your mission, to remind me of that next week. Right. Windy Bum, are you tipping me, Windy Bum? Are these super chat thanks things? Is that what they are? Thank you very much if you're doing that. Have I been out in the sun, Steve? No, I think beautifies on the camera, actually. I think that's what it is. I look quite red. I was out in the sun this morning, but not that much. It's just beautifying the camera, I think. Right. The signature blend. The Scott, thinking this through, is decanting not just the same as opening and closing the 70cl? Just, I think, yeah, but it's, you know, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I really don't know, Scott, to be honest. That's the whole interest of the experiment. I mean, it's no different to leaving, I don't know, leaving that underneath like a light like that. Oh, it's not on camera now, but I've got like a 1,400 watt thing bulb up there. It's like, you know, holding that up under there. You know, it's going to change the taste and the flavour, isn't it? Over, I'm not saying instantly in a week, but you know, in a few months, it's going to start to taint it a little bit. So I don't know. It's a whole it's a whole experiment, isn't it, going on? Right. I've got 10 minutes behind the covers. Right then. So let's get on to this next part. The members. Oh no, we've done the DRAM of the week. That's the one. Members cocktail. So this week's members cocktail. Just going to have a quick rinse of those and get them ready for the next one. This week's members cocktail, smash, is from the lovely Enchanted Claire, and she has given us. I've written this out already. Where is it? Many Lost Years. That's her recipe. I've had to do a couple of little flips on this, or one flip, I should say, I think. Yeah, one flip on. Well, there will be two flips, but one flip ideally. Pop in there. So this cocktail she creates part of the members' perks. They can submit cocktail recipes every week. It seems to be just 3 or 4 people out of the whole membership, of which there are over 60. I've lost a few. I've lost like 4 or 5 in the last couple of weeks, which is absolutely fine. But it was still over 60 of you, and like only 4 of you, really. Claire, Trevor, Stefan's got a couple, Carl's got Cheeseboy's got a couple more to get through, and I forget them. Someone else has done one as well. So members, get involved. Submit your cocktail recipes and we'll get them on there. If there's new people, you'll automatically jump the queue, because otherwise they just keep cycling through Claire and Trevor week on week. You know, there's plenty of those to go around. So new members, get involved, submit cocktails in the part of the members thread of the Discord, and we'll crack on there. Oh, here we go. Georgie's piping up now, look. Georgie, I'll have to do a members cocktail. I've got lots of new ideas. Well, come on in, pipe up. And crack on, and we'll get that. We'll make you famous next week, Georgie. Come on, crack on. Right, so this week's cocktail of the week. Many Lost Years. We're going for the Yabba Dabba Doo. Actually, I won't get everything out. I'll just make it as we go. So, Lost Years, that's the one. Yabba Dabba Doo, or Ari Badder to the likes of you and me. They save turtles, look. There's the number, they keep doing it on social media, how many turtles they've saved. Every day it goes up. But Lost Years, Ari Badder is called. Yabba Dabba Doo. It's rums from, I can never remember this one, Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Panama, El Salvador, and Belize. Colin Still, lovely, jubbly. Right. So this one, she's done, what's she done? She's done this in ounces, isn't she? I think it's a big one. 45ml? Yeah, so 45ml, 1.5 ounces of... I'm actually going to up this because she's put in, I can never say this properly, but Tanduay, I think it's called, which is a Filipino rum. I haven't got any Filipino rum or close to. It will be column distilled, I think. But I'm just going to do 2 ounces of this instead of 45ml and 15ml of Tanduay. So sorry, Claire, that's the first riff I'm going to do. So I'm just going to do 60ml double bubble of Yabba Dabba Doo. Aribada. Should be called Yabba Dabba Doo. Has to be called that. Right, next thing we've got is 15ml of Kingston 62. So a little bit of Jamaican, but not Jamaican funk. Just kind of a nice kind of, I mean, there's minimal Jamaican funk on that, but Kingston 62 is Appleton's white rum, essentially. And Appleton are not renowned for the funk. There's a little bit there, but nothing compared to like the Worthy Parks or anything like that. So we've just got a bit of 15ml, half an ounce of Kingston 62. Right. This is the big riff that I had to do. She called for Stambecco. Now, Stambecco, Cornish chav, way of saying that, Stambecco, it should be, I think it's Italian, is essentially an Amaro, but with a heavy emphasis on cherry with a little bit of almond in it. It's really tasty, but it is quite bitter, obviously. The Amaro is essentially like Campari is an Amaro, Aperol's an Amaro, Jägermeister is actually technically an Amaro there, but Stambecco is... So what I've done, basically, how I've made this, I've got a tiny little bit of, well, I've got maraschino in there. Maraschino mixed with Campari. It's actually not Campari, it's Mondino. But so I've got that kind of typical bitterness going on there. We've got cherry bitters in there, and I've got almond bitters in there. Now, the only thing with this, it won't be as strong. Stambecco, I think, is high 30s. And this would, I mean, the maraschino I've got is 32% ABV, and the amarettos, the almond bitters are 6.6. So there's a bit in there. So it's not going to be as punchy, but the flavours are still there. It's got tiny almond notes, big cherry notes, the bitter sort of vibes in it. But she wants 20ml, so it will kind of punch through in there. So. I mean, that's lovely in its own right. That should be a cocktail stirred down in its own right, because that's really, really nice, actually. Basically, Mondino, so like Campari, just not as feisty as Campari. Mondino, almond bitters, cherry bitters, and maraschino. That's actually really, really tasty on its own right. Right, so we've got that. 20ml of papaya puree. So 2/3 of an ounce of that. 20ml papaya. ODK papaya for the new guys. There we go. Can we see that? Papaya puree. Right, lime juice, I think was next. Yeah, 15ml, half an ounce of lime juice. Next one is pineapple. Oh, no, we'll skip to that. 45ml of pineapple juice. Pressed pineapple juice. And then she's been a good girl because she knows papaya, passion fruit, and mango for me from the ODK just need balancing out very, very slightly with sugar. I don't think you can use them without a tiny bit of sugar. So she's put 10ml of sugar syrup in this. There you go. So alcohol wise, normally with 60, 70, 80, 95ml of proper full strength booze. So I'm pretty sure, pretty convinced this is not going to need any more alcohol. I don't think this is going to be one where I say needs more rum. The last thing we want, let's give you a little closer now. Miss Betty's Bitters, these are sumac, what are they? Sumac and kiwi bitters, all right? Really, really lovely, these. So she wants 8 drops. Right, so 8 drops, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really kind of make your they are lovely, lovely bitters. They are right. Ice cubes. I forget what she wanted this served up in. Shaken tiki glass lime garnish. There we go. Tiki glass. Plenty of ice. What tiki glass are we going in? I've got to get my other tiki. That'll do. I've got to get my other tiki glass. I think I've buried them right in the back. Right. I can't shake. As much as that is better for my shoulder, better for that joint, I can't shake like that to save my life. There we go. I'm just going to do a shake and dump with that. Oh, look at that. Bang on the old. Bang on. Straws. Garnish was lime. yeah, so I do like a big old sprig of mint on there, lime, whatever you fancy. Needs more booze. No, I'm joking. That's really delicious. I think actually that Stambecco would actually punch through a little bit more if it was if it was proper the higher ABV. But I do get the cherry vibes in there. That sort of cherry marzipan-y kind of amaro. The rum is lovely. I really like that. I really, really like that actually. That's really tasty. It's got that bitterness. I love those kind of bitter-sweet things going on with being a tiki cocktail as well. For that, bearing in mind, Stambecco, I think I've got a funny feeling it's 35% ABV. It might be 32. I think that would have been fine. I think for this, because my cherry would have been a lot lower in ABV, probably mid-20s, early 20s. I would probably do a little bit less of pineapple juice, but that is actually really, really nice. Big fan of that. I've lost my, don't know what it is. Is that the one? That's not the one. Right. Yeah, well done, Claire. So that is called Many, Many Lost Years. We like that a lot. Right. Oh, she's on her way home now. Let's just crack on. I'm in Spain next week. 2 weeks on my way home. Mummy Barman will be straight in. Next week she will, not this week. Mummy Barman's suffering a bit. Long COVID still. We think that's what it is. She's been down there for quite a few weeks. But yeah, so we shall put this in the fridge. I'll tell you what I do. I'm going to move on to, where's it gone? This one. It's cocktail time. But cocktail time with a difference this week. Let's get rid of that. Right. Get rid of that. Lovely jubbly. Right. Whew. Right. So let's come back. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. So this week's cocktail isn't a cocktail. It's something I wanted to do. And a couple of people, I think the videos resurfaced for some reason. Schweppes Muscovado mixer. This little bad boy. And I did... And I still rank, if you search this out, Schweppes Muscovado mixer, you will still find me in probably one of the top 3 spots. I outranked Schweppes for this on my blog and the video. Both outranked Schweppes website for this. Now, I'm struggling a little bit. I don't know where you can tell. Gas, I think. I think that's what it is. Heartburn, anyway. For some reason, this has come up. This has done the rounds again. I can only assume because people are wanting different mixes to go with the Coke and to go with the rums and stuff like this. This was Schweppes Muscovado mixer. There's a burp coming. Oh, that's better. God, I was waiting. I've been waiting for that for 2 or 3 minutes. Right, I'm really sorry. It's the shaking of the cocktails brought out. Right. This was a... Oh, I feel 10 times better now already. Right, so this was a mixer that came out 2018, I think it was, that came out. And it was just typical Schweppes fashion. It was way before its time. Way before its time. Schweppes brought it out. You can see on there it's kind of got dark spirit mixer on it. They brought it out for rum and they brought it out for whiskey. Because this is when there was a big movement. 2018, 2017, 2018. This is when there was a big movement for whiskey and rum. And Schweppes being Schweppes were thinking, oh, brilliant, right, we'll launch this now and it'll be brilliant. The whole problem is with the trade... So the trade is always 2, 3, 4 years ahead of consumer. Simply because, and Schweppes do this really, really well, sarcastically, I'm being sarcastic there, don't kind of relate the two. So basically, there will be a big whiskey boom, a big English whiskey boom, because a lot of the English distilleries have been laying down whiskey. But, of course, it's the same with rum. You can't really release an unaged whiskey. It's moonshine, essentially. But you can't really release an unaged whiskey. It has to be aged. So 2018, 2019, there was a big influx of English distilleries laying down whiskey. Now we know that they're not really going to come out until 2023, 2024, maybe longer, 2025, you know, Rum, people have got round it now with flavoured rums and a few. You're starting to see the younger rums, like for instance, Scratch. I think is a 3-year-old rum. Where's it gone? This one, the Rose Mullion that I did a couple of weeks ago, is a 3-year-old rum. So you were starting to see some of the 3-year-old rums come out from the UK. All right, because this was the foresight there. But Schweppes saw that people were starting this and thought, oh yeah, let's release it. It's just too early. So it's discontinued back in, I think it was late 2019. Sort of Christmas 2019 is when it was discontinued, because it just didn't sell. Of course it didn't sell because there was no market for it. It just didn't. Well, I loved it, but there was no market for it. So all that faffing around, I'm going to actually see if we can try and recreate this tonight, very, very simply, because I absolutely loved it. And I kind of, I wanted to see if we could kind of do it. So the big players, hang on, we're coming this way, they're going to be involved in this. Especially in the UK and worldwide, to be fair, I know this is worldwide, is the Schweppes Monin Muscovado sugar syrup. You could make your own. Really, really simple. And for those of you that haven't tasted it, it did have a little vanilla edge to it, like a real slight vanilla edge to it. So I'm going to be using a little bit of Monin there. Now, I haven't done this yet. I haven't played about with any ratios or recipes. I've got a rough idea of what I need to do. This is just soda water. You can use your own bottled soda water if you want. I wouldn't use lemonade because that'll be a little bit sweet because you've got the syrups there. But soda stream, what they call, yeah, soda streams. You could use a soda stream. But I've just got my soda siphon there. That should be fizzy. I've got plenty of gas bottles if not. So what I'm going to do, just for this, and we're going to try and measure it out. And I've got a bottle here so I can store it, and there, if I make some. I'm going to start off with 15 ml of this Muscovado syrup. You're thinking, why am I doing this? Or why am I even demonstrating this? For those of you that haven't cottoned on, all these different sodas, where have we got? Like this, for instance. That. Let's just get those two for now. All these different sodas. So we've got Posh Britvic, London Essence, Pineapple there. We've got like Rubicon Mango. All they are flipping like puree with soda water. That's all they really are. All right, there's stabilisers in there to keep them shelf stable for years, and plenty of E numbers in there, is what I'm saying, to keep it with citric acid, to keep it shelf stable. But all they are flavour compounds, which is similar to like sugar syrups, aren't they, really? So you can make your own sodas really, really easily. So I've did, what do we do? We went up there, 15 ml of that. I'm just going to do, so 15 ml, I'm just going to do 5 ml of vanilla, just to sort of start off with. It might need a little bit more of that. And then, hopefully, let's give it a good old shake. And then, I don't know whether we can measure this out properly. Want it nice and fizzy. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of gas in there. Right, I'm going to do 100 ml. That's what I'm going for at the moment, 100 ml. Nice. And, right, I think that might even be a little bit too much. It's just great. That whole mixer, that's how I've done it again. That mixer was just epic with rum. It was really, really good. I loved it. Spiced rum, normal rum. It was just lovely. But it's so much, I loved it so much better than Coke. It's actually not far off, actually. Oh, I might do a little bit more. So what I've done 100 ml, 110, 120 ml. That's actually not that far off. Oh, that's good. You can adjust it to your own taste. I'm going to do, so what I've done 120. I'm going to do another 20. Another 20. Right. So, 15 ml and 5 ml. There we go. Muscovado in that. With 140 ml so far. Should have done 150, shouldn't I? Oh, that's good. Right. That is good. Let's pour that into there. Right. Look at that. Right. What I'm going to just do, I'm going to have, what's my favourite rum? What do I reckon? And let's just see how this works with rum. It's like kind of like a token effort for a cocktail this week, but I really want to kind of get this rocking again because it's such, bearing in mind I've got both syrups here that are hiding. There we go. Let's go that side. There we go. Both syrups that are hiding. If you've got a soda stream, you can keep it for God knows how long, but that'll keep fizzy, because that's a decent bottle. That'll keep fizzy in there for a good few days if you want it. Right, let's do a rum and Muscovado. I definitely do think you need that little bit of vanilla edge in that with that Muscovado syrup. I definitely think you do. That was really easy. Look, this bit, I've made cocktails long enough to know roughly how much syrup I needed. I knew it wasn't going to be like 25, 30 ml of Muscovado in there to 150. Obviously, if I was doing the whole bottle, which I'll probably do, I would have gone there. But literally, so 15 ml of Muscovado, 5 ml of vanilla, and then to 140, you probably do 150 ml of soda water, and you've got your mixer. Right, I want a rum. I want a nice, I think, do you know what I'm going to do? I think this is going to be a cracker. I'm going to go for, let's just do the Rose Mullion Dark. Kind of love that. And a little bit of the Muscovado mixer. Oh, nice bit of fizz. I love this so much better than Coke. Oh, it's quite strong. Oh, it's supposed to be subtle. That's good. That is good. I think, in all honesty, I think a soda stream would give you, because soda streams, you've got fizziness settings. You could get a very, very fizzy off the soda stream. You could go on the top setting for a soda stream. Even the cheap ones, the soda streams have got, you press it 3 times and you can do like a really fizzy one. But this, you know, it won't keep that fizzy for long, but it's still a nice bit of fizz to it. That is flipping delicious. Right, hang on. Let's go back into the comments. I wish I had them ingredients. Scott, thanks. What's that? Thanks. 60. Claire, I hope you're not texting and driving. Steve raved about this when he was out. Yeah, evening. Oh, Jonathan. Hello, Jonathan. Joe Wicks. The Joe Wicks. The Joe Wicks, is that the Joe Wicks? Hello, Joe Wicks. It's obviously not, but you can be the Joe Wicks for the night. New to the channel, great work. Just curious on your thoughts regarding the amount of orgeat in a Mai Tai. I saw your video the other day, and I usually go between, yeah, that. It's all on your flavour. It's like, the Mai Tai is just like an almond daiquiri, essentially. An almond and orange daiquiri. So you do your ratios, whatever work for you. Sometimes I don't add extra sugar in, sometimes I do. Sometimes I just do 1/4 ounce of orgeat. It all depends on the rums and it all does. I do love my orgeat syrup, so I'd probably go 15 ml if I was being honest. But, you know, if you want to do sort of 22.5 ml or 25 ml or whatever, and not use any sugar syrup, be my guest. Your Mai Tai is your Mai Tai. The fun ones I would do, if I was doing a pineapple Mai Tai, then yes, I would not do, or I might do Demerara sugar, but I was going to say I wouldn't do the normal sugar. I would just go orgeat, because almond and pineapple really works well together. But you do you, essentially, Joe. Right, Windy, love orgeat. I put far too much in my Mai Tai. Gus, do I think Schweppes will reintroduce their mixer? No, absolutely no chance. I would lay money on that, because to them it'll be a failed experiment. Because they launched it, and it didn't sell. So for them, because that's how they are. That's how they are as a company. You know, just before their time. That's all it was. They'll probably come to the conclusion, you know, no one really liked it. It wasn't a great seller, and won't look at the bigger picture. They won't look at the fact, oh, spiced rum and rum are 2022, 2023. Oh, you know, we had a cracking mixer. Let's sell it again. They won't look at it like that. I'd love them to, but they won't. But you know. Crack out a bottle of Monin, and you get vanilla syrup from any supermarket. Just get yourself 7, 8 quid online. Muscovado sugar syrup. Worldwide, I know it's in the US, I know it's in Australia, I know it's in Europe, I know it's in Canada. Just crack on. That's good. That's good. I'm not sure I do use it with white rums. It is a little bit darker than the original. It was really, well, you can see it on the bottle there. Hang on. That side, you can see you can see how light it was in the bottle. So mine's obviously a bit darker, but then I've got dark black rum in there as well. But yeah, Muscovado and a bit of vanilla. Oh, that's good. That is very, very... Oh, I'm loving my work there. Right. Gus, loving this. Lee, Georgie, really want to go to Rumfest this year. Georgie, Manchester is in June. And London, I've got the dates for the London one. And there might be some really exciting stuff, maybe, with yours truly and Rumfest. We shall see. We don't know. We shall see. I'll be there anyway. But it's Sunday through to Monday this year. Spiced Rum is on the Thursday. I'm talking about the London one. So Spiced Rum show is on the Thursday. We're at Trader Vic's on the Friday night. It's Rumfest Saturday and Sunday, and then it's Trade Day on the Monday. So it's a 5-day kind of experience for those that kind of were there. So that should be good fun. But Manchester is June the 18th, I think it is. Something like that. Excuse me. Right. No walking to the car park. Jonathan, if I do a Mai Tai, which is 20 mil. True sighted. What are we looking at? I don't know. We're looking at the old Schweppes Muscovado mixer. Right. Joe Wicks, thanks for joining us. Oh, see, YouTube's up to its game now. Joe's just joined the members. So welcome, members. Say hello to Joe. Joe, come into the Discord if you're not there already. And if you aren't there, I don't recognise the name, so you must be there as a gamer name. So delete your gamer name. We don't do stupid gamer names in Discord. I have to put up with Windy, but I don't put up with anyone else. And Ganimal and things like that. No, look, if I know who you are, come into the Discord. If you're there already, let me know who you are, and I'll unlock the rest of the threads for you, so you can come and join us later. You be the I can't do it at the moment, obviously, but the outer part of the Discord's open to you. Have I got it as a screen? It's just have I got a caption from the Discord? I haven't. Yes, I've. There he goes. So just do that, and I'll get rid of that. There we go. So that's the Discord link. If you're just there, it's just my Discord. Steve the Barman, essentially. Still just touch that out. Right. And you can see all the members of the channels because they've all got the little Steve the Barman logo after their names. So you can all see them piping up there now. There isn't too many people commenting that aren't actually members, to be fair. So welcome to the gang. Thank you very much, Joe. Right, now it's time for the old rum, innit? So I'm going to stick that on. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to put these in the old fridge-a-rooney. That's that. And I'm going to put a bit of soda water on the bar. You can't see it. There we go. Clean it up. That's what soda water's good for. And then we can come back. Right. There we go. Perfect. Right. So, wipe down. Soda water's awesome for washing your bar down. It's brilliant. Right. So, let's put this back in the old fridge. There we go. So, I don't know which order to do this in. Let's have a little vote. Who wants me to do the El Dorado first, or who wants me to do the English Harbour first? So English Harbour 10, or my thoughts on whether you should buy El Dorado 5, 8, or 12. What should we go for? Vince, are you guys going to watch the Formula 1? No, that's dull. It's just cars going round and round in circles. Why would you watch that? Just go and park up beside the M25. You know, crack on. Neil's here. So what are we doing first? Am I answering the question about El Dorado, or am I answering we're doing the follow-up with the English Harbour 10-year-old? What would you like to see first? And I'm completely in your hands for this. I've still got to get another burp out. I've got a little bit of heartburn from Claire's cocktail. If I don't get an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I've made the decision for you. You can wait. You can wait for that. I'm going for the English Harbour. Oh, Scott, you're too late. You're too late, Scott. Too late. I've gone English Harbour. It's already on lap 20. Get a move on. Just split screen. Our host split screen. You know, if you want to watch Formula 1, you go ahead. You watch your Formula 1. That's absolutely correct. Right. So we're doing the El Dorado. the English Harbour, and I'm going to do the English Harbour 10-year-old. Just hang on, scroll down, down here. It's this one. There we go. So we want to see whether it's the English Harbour 10-year-old is worth the investment up from the 5-year-old. So the English Harbour 5-year-old is £31.45p a bottle in the UK. Master of Malt, logged out price. The English Harbour 10-year-old is £47.95. So a whopping, where are we? £16.50. £16.50 more. I've already looked at people's tasting profiles, and they look like completely and utterly different rums. Completely different spectrums on this. Now, as I said, I don't think I've ever had the 10-year-old, unless it is that same rum as the extra old, English Harbour Extra Old, but I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. So, let's just go in there. So, if you haven't watched my 5-year-old video from through the week, go and do that. Wrong way round. There we go. Go and do that. But just to summarise, the tasting notes I've cut and pasted from my video through the week on Tuesday's video. It's kind of like I don't know. I haven't got the. I'll get the Rum X out to give you like the proper official colour guide. Right, here we go. English Harbour. 5 years. Right. What did I? Right, taste again. Can I see my tasting things? My tasting notes. Here we go. Did I give it a colour? Colour, I called it tawny. So that's what I called that. Fruity, honey, vanilla, nutty and woody on the nose. Totally agree with those. Bearing in mind I would have filmed it 2 weeks ago. So fruity, honey, vanilla, nutty and woody on the nose. And then caramel, woody, dried fruit, vanilla, coffee and spice on the taste. Much more fruit forward with a little bit of spice than kind of woody roundedness to it. Really, really like that. Really like that. It's a cracking, cracking rum, that English Harbour. Love it. Yes, a little bit on the sweeter side. Not Dom Papa, not Diplomatico, not Windy's Harvey's Bristol Cream, nothing like that. Sorry, Windy. Have to get that cracking once a week, don't we? Nothing like that, but it has got that little bit of sweetness to it. So, let's crack on and do the English Harbour 10-year-old. This has had only 5 ratings. Oh, no, it's a 25-year-old. Where's it gone? There it is. Oh, 26 reviews, and it's averaged 69 out of 100 so far. So, let's get on and take... is there any additives in this? Unsweetened. So, unsweetened rum. Right, let's taste the bottle. Taste it. So, colour of this. Where's my little select colour? What are we going for? Tawny again. Can't be. It's darker than... I was flipping darker than that. It's where your iPhone's kind of doesn't really work for this, does it? Okay, I'm going to go auburn. Auburn, like my hair apparently, years ago. I wrote that before you counted 5. True side, YouTube. YouTube is acting really weird today. There went the video. What? Right. So, let's do the old nosing for this. Wow, that smells completely different. For the first time, and no one's put it up here, I'm looking at this, for the first time, I get varnish on a rum. And so many people type in or write varnish as a nosing note on a rum. And I'm thinking, what are they talking about? That instantly reminded me of varnish on there. Other people have put vanilla, woody, caramel spice, tobacco, dried fruit. Oh, varnish. Sorry, it is there. Varnish. Happy days. Varnish, orange and coconut. Right. Sorry, varnish is in a different colour. That is big varnish notes for me. That's insane. I've never smelt that before in a rum. Never. Wow. Right, so do I agree with anything else there? A bit of spice. It's the varnish that's really taken over from anything. Maybe dried fruit. It's really hard to pick anything else up because it is that varnish that I'm getting. It's a really, I kind of got to clear my... Actually clear your nostrils. Don't want to do that on camera. That's all I'm getting. It's just pure varnish. I'm struggling to get anything else now. I really don't get the fruit notes off that. Woody varnish. Vanilla's the big tasting note that people are getting. Vanilla is the big one. I'm just getting varnish, which ordinarily would put me off. If I smelt that, I wouldn't be looking forward to sipping that rum. But I love the English Harbour 5 quite a lot, so I am looking forward to sipping this, but ordinarily varnish would massively put me off. So I have to give it varnish, I have to give it spice. I'm really struggling to pick anything else up. I think I'd just be clutching at straws if I put anything else down. Coconut, no. Orange, no. Dried fruit, no. Tobacco, maybe, but I'm clutching. Caramel, no. Vanilla, no. Woody, yeah, I'll agree with the woody. It's just the varnish. It's the real varnish kicking in. Right. Check it out with your refractometer. Refractometer or refractometer, whichever way you want to call it, just looks at the density of a rum. So there's no point really for this because we've got it on pretty good authority. It's unsweetened. Yeah, nothing on there. So they don't go around in circles on the M25. They park. Hey, Alho's there with the banter. Just for that, just for Alho, you need to give that. Oh, flipping every time. You need to give the old stream a like. Go on, give it a like. You smash that like button. Right, I'm going to go in and taste it. I can't give it anything else. Oh no, so I have to give it the scores. Right, let's get rid of that like. There we go. So fruit, nothing. Floral, nothing. Spices, are we? Yeah, I'm going to give it a 1 for spice. Woody, I think I'm going to have purely for the varnish because I would naturally equate varnishing with wood because you varnish wood. Is that right? I don't know. That's how I'm classifying this. I'm going to go for 3. That's quite high. And then roasted, 1. Rounds, I wouldn't say it's rounded at all. I'm going to give it a 1. Does that combine with... So on the nose, people have put fruit heavy. Oh no, fruit, spice and rounded all in... I don't get the fruit. I can't put fruit. I don't get fruit at all. I can't do it. So I have to go that way for it. Right, so taste. So let's have a little taste. That tastes nothing how it smells. Absolutely nothing like how it smells. Oh my word. Quite thin. The 5-year-old's got way more body to it, which I find kind of interesting. It's the 5-year-old. Remind me to go and look whether the 5-year-old's sweetened. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Hang on, I can... No, because I've got to come out and save that. I'm pretty sure the 5-year-old isn't sweetened. Wow. So, instantly for me, I picked that up as a really light column still rum, which it is. There's fruit, there's vanilla. What's the fruit I'm picking up? Actually, a little bit of... Now, this needs clarifying. I pick up a little bit banana, but not in the way that you would associate banana with Jamaican funk. I actually do pick up... So, overripe banana in that case. I actually do pick up banana on this. I'm trying not to look at other people's tasting notes. There's vanilla. There's a little bit of caramel in there, obviously. There's some form of dried fruit, and I can't place it. It's not sultanas, raisins. Not fig, prune, no prune. Maybe like a prune, a plum. Maybe that kind of vibe. No varnish, absolutely zero varnish. It's not as woody as I was expecting, those kind of barrel notes. It's nowhere near that. There is a little bit of oak char going on, but nothing, well, not char, that's the wrong word, oak aging going on, but nothing like I was expecting. I thought this was going to be proper wood in your face, and it's really not. Oh, there's quite a long finish on that as well. There's a lovely kind of warming, peppery spice to it. Almost, not cinnamon, almost kind of like allspice. Almost. But it's just those vanilla, punchy, a tiny bit of caramel. I'm going to say prune, like plum, dried plum. And that peppery spice. And that little subtle hint of banana coming through it. That's all I'm getting. Right, let's look what other people have got. Oh, I've come out of the wrong thing. Right, live show. Right. Vanilla, yes, agree. Woody, yes, agree. Dry, yeah, it's quite tanniny, so yeah, dry. Black pepper, okay, that's the kind of spice. Yeah, black pepper is cinnamon. I've gone allspice. Yeah, I potentially agree with that. Black pepper, cinnamon, actually, to be fair. I was thinking allspice, but that's not bad. Spicy, oak, light, and the last one is a banana. I'm happy with that. My palate's getting quite good at this. I wouldn't have been able to do this 10 months ago. Not a chance. That. Ooh. Up on the top, when you swirl it around your mouth and go up, you get a little bit of honey. Or is that vanilla? Oh, that's really interesting. Column still rums. Right. Okay. Let's do the old tasty notes. So I really want to put. I'm just going to be. I'm going to put allspice in. I'm not going with the black pepper and cinnamon. Sodom. I'm going allspice. I want to be different. Right. Vanilla, woody, definitely. I'll agree with the dry. Spicy, yes. Oak. Yes, banana, definitely. Other ones, sorry, they're not on screen here. Round, balanced, bitter, complex, orange, sweet. Orange. Sweet, no. You can't have dry and sweet. That's not, what's the word? Not an oxymoron. I forget what it is now. What's the word where you have dry and sweet? You can't be dry and sweet at the same time. So no, I'm sticking with dry. It's not sweet. Right, and I need to put allspice in. Right, add allspice. Someone's going to look at me and think, how does he get allspice out of that? Oh, allspice is not a thing. What am I thinking of him? How come? It must be. Oh, do you wish to add allspice to the database? That can't be right. Or is it all one word? Oh, it's all one. It's all one word apparently on here. There we go. I was going to say, bloody hell. Right. Yeah, I agree with those. Happy days. Right, sweetness. It's got a little bit to it, but nothing much. I'm going for a 1 out of 5 on sweetness. Fruit, because of that banana, I have to give that 3. There's a little bit of fruit there, but completely different to... I noticed the camera going again. Flipping thing. Yeah, only because of that banana. There's that plum. Oh yeah, plum, prune, plum. I didn't do that, did I? I'm going to add that in. Prune, dried. Yeah, prunes. I'm going to add that in because I like that. That's a good one. So I have to give it a 3 out of 5 then. Floral. No, not really. Not really. Spices, I'm going to give 2. So floral, I've left blank. Spices are given 2, woody given 2, roasted given 2, round I'm giving 2. Right, and then finish. I think that's quite long. Again, I like that. Right. Oh, got to score this now. Is this very good? What's I can't see what other people have given it. Not that should influence me. Right, 70 to 79 is good. 80 to 89 is very good. This, for me, has to be very good. I've got properly into column still rums. I really do like that as a column still rum. And it is. It's a lovely sipper. It's a mellow. With a little bit of spice burn to it, it's a mellow sipper. What did I do for the William George? Gave an 82. I think I'm going to have to sit this in the middle. I think I'm going to have to go 85 for this. That has completely thrown me because from the varnish on the nose, I was not having high hopes for that. The varnish on the nose was enough to put me off. It's like agricoles, isn't it? You know, it's just that if you don't like it, it's like it makes you feel, no, I don't want to have that. But I really do like that. Which do I? All right, so right, okay, I'm going to lock that in. Save. Oh, it's average 27 ratings. It's average 20. It's average 70. What's the split? Oh no, I'm quite happy. Ooh. The majority have given it 60 to 70, and then 70 to 79. Five people have given it 80s, and one person has given it 90s. So I'm quite happy with that. Out of 27, I'm all right. One person's given it a 40. So yeah, quite of an even split. I'm quite happy with that. I'll stand by that. Unsweetened. What was I going to do? I was looking at English Harbour Normal 5-year-old. Ah, right. Okay. So the 5-year-old has allegedly got 15 grams of sugar per litre. So that's why that is a little bit thicker. But that is unsweet, right? So that's got the body to it, as I mentioned, because of the sugar. That hasn't. That's unadulterated. Got that word out straight away this time, didn't I? Two entirely different rums. I really like that as a sipping rum. Right, so $47.95. Is that worth? Is that, let's get that out of the way. Get that. Is that £16 better than that? That for me instantly goes up as a sipping. If you ignore the nose, instantly goes up in that category of the Dawley's 12, the Florida Carne 12, the Appleton 12. It goes up in those lovely sipping rums for me. Does that topple any of them? I could get used to sipping that actually. It's very expensive. I do focus on rums under 50 quid. So 50 quid is fair cop. It's under 50 quid, 47.95. I'm not a big fan of the label. I must admit, like the label looks a bit cheap and nasty. Let's be brutally honest. They could have put a bit more effort into the label because that's old school. That looks proper nice. I like that. But that looks a bit kind of Word, if you know what I mean. Let's knock that out on Word or Canva. But we shouldn't really judge a rum on the label, should we? To me, you see, the bottle's even kind of cheap as well. It's like a standard bottle that is mass produced, whereas that isn't really. That's kind of a special bottle for them. But I'm just picking at straws here, really. Or clutching at straws, that's the word. I'm trying not to justify it at 50 quid. Right, here's where I'm going. If that was 40 quid, I would have absolutely no hesitation in recommending that as a really nice sipper. I'm just thinking of the Rum Cubes hit me now because the Rum Cube is a really cheap and nasty bottle and it's just over 50 quid. It's actually nearly a fiver more expensive than that, or 4 quid anyway. and I would pay that for that. So I'm kind of, I don't know. I think I would. I think I would have that. It just offers me, it's a column, it offers me something different to the Appleton, which is a blend. It offers me something different to Dawley's, which is a blend. All right, the Flor de Carne is column still as well. The Ron Cube is column still. It's kind of those that banana plum. I'm just being tight now, innit? I'm just 100%, I'm being tight. Yes, 47 quid, I would spend that on that. Begrudgingly. I'd want it in my collection. Let's put it like that. I'd want it. I'd begrudgingly pay, well, 48 quid, 47.95. I'd begrudgingly pay that. Just because of those lovely kind of vibes. The nose would put me off. I want to pay less purely because of the nose. But you're not smelling. You are, but you're enjoying rums at the end of the day. You're not there. So that's kind of where I'd leave that. They're sort of on screen there-ish. Yeah, let's leave that there. That's kind of where I'd leave them for that. Yeah. What's anyone else's thoughts on here? Right, hang on. Right, true-sighted spiced varnish. Maybe need to use it as sealer on our woodwork. Hey, Geraint, hey, you. Just popped in for a while. Good choice of rum this weekend. Steve, long-standing favourite of mine. Very complex column still rum. Yeah. Windy's retracting messages. Gearing, are you on? Who's gearing? Gearing. What's gearing? Gearing, are you on Discord? I don't know who Gearing is, but. O. F or O. O spell. Right, okay. Geraint. There we go. I should read a bit further. Kevin, 47 is close to here. Windy, I'll help you. Windy B. Decky, as a graphic designer, I always judge on the label. Team effort. Right, labels look like you type and get in a Christmas market. It's definitely worth 47 euros. You. Yeah, pounds. Tom's hit the nail on the head. I think I had a Christmas pudding rum in that bottle one year. I can't wait for the El Dorado chat. The El Dorado chat is coming at Jagpipe. I'm drinking El Dorado 3-year-old as we speak. Right, I need to quickly rinse those out, and I need a third one. So I'm going to rinse my other tasting. Oh, it's here. Right, so what I'm going to do, just for the old timestamps, I'm going to flash this up on screen again. That, right, and then let me just have a quick rinse. Right, so, and we come back just for the old timestamps. There we go, we come back. So, El Dorado time now. So, I think it was Anne, actually. Anne, remind me of your question. I've never tried them, and they are most wanted rums. Right. I think Ant was because Ant does comment a lot on videos, and we have a little bit of chat from time to time. So Ant was the one that I'm instantly thinking of, but I did get quite a few comments, quite a few people in Discord, private messaging, quite a few Instagram. It's still, that's why I put the video out on Instagram this week. I don't know whether any of you saw it. I still get quite a lot of DMs on Instagram, even though I haven't flipping posted on there for a couple of months now. So I just wanted to let people know I'm still there, essentially. Because you can't direct message on YouTube. That's the one downfall of YouTube. There is no kind of direct message, private message. The good thing is it encourages engagement on videos, but there is no kind of private chat, which does from time to time put a lot of people off from actually commenting on a video, because they sometimes think, oh, it's a stupid question, I'm not going to answer that. And I'll get quite a lot of DMs about stuff, all right? Because I'm quite easy to find on Instagram and that, or in the Discord. So, Ant, my question, which El Dorado is the best as a newbie to drink neat or with Coke? This was pretty reminiscent. Cheers, Ant. Let's put this up on the screen. Chat, if I can find this. Oh my God, I've got to scroll through them all. Hang on, can I? New messages, right. Can I go to click that button? Right, this one, there it is. I can put that on screen. Right, sorry, I don't need, I use different software for the live stream, so there we go. So, I had this question a lot. So, let's crack on. For those of you that missed it, I did the El Dorado 8-year-old video this week. And I was a bit, well, I filmed it 2 weeks ago, and I was a bit not confused by it. How did I sum it up? I put, where is it? Rum Journey, tasting videos. Sorry, there we go. El Dorado. I think I put, I didn't make a note of it, stupidly. I think I said in the video, I'm pretty sure I said in the video, if I was having it as for tiki cocktails, those sort of rum punches and that sort of thing, I would go, I would buy it. But if it was a neat sipping rum, I probably would want to spend, and I think I said about 10 quid more, and get the El Dorado 12-year-old. I think that's kind of it. Now, I've got the prices written down here. Right, let's get rid of Ant's thing for a second. There we go, and let's go back to graphics. Awesome. Right, so let's put that in the middle. We've got El Dorado 12-year-old there. Right, now, if you're in the US, if you're in Canada, or potentially the Caribbean, but US and Canada, this is pretty much a non-factor, a non-question, because what you pay for that is stupid money. So you are just going to buy that every single day of the week, the El Dorado 12-year-old. You will use it in cocktails, you will use it in your rum and cokes, you will use it in everything, because it is stupid money over there. It is literally a third of the price of what we pay. So I've got a comparison here for you. Master of Malt again, logged out. $24.75 for the El Dorado 5-year-old. Okay, $29.89. So nearest damn it 30 quid. Nearest damn it 25 quid. Nearest damn it 30 quid for that. $36.95, £7. So actually £7 more. In the US, I've seen people list this for like $20, which is stupid money, like $21. I've seen someone post $19 for this in the past. But yeah, stupid money, £37. So £7 more than that. All right, so bearing in mind, I don't think I've ever had El Dorado with Coke, El Dorado 12-year-old with Coke. I'm not sure I'm going to start doing that tonight, but you know, we shall see. So let's just dive. This is going to be very interactive, this bit, so I just kind of want to keep an eye on the, I'm not a fan of the 3. Yeah, so we have got the 3-year-old here as well. The 3-year-old for me is a little bit of a misfit rum now. It's never a rum that I go for. I love my white rums, daiquiris, rum and cokes. That very rarely ever gets pulled out these days, the El Dorado 3-year-old. I've got way better daiquiri rums, and purely because of those sort of coffee chocolate notes that come off it. For me, I don't want that in a daiquiri. Probably decent, probably really decent for a lot of you in a rum and coke, but you know, if I'm thinking rum and coke, I will go Ron Cube, or I would probably more likely now go for a dark rum. I'm really loving the dark rums for rum and coke. That is essentially a decent dark rum, rum and coke rum, essentially for that. Right, so we can put that to one side, the 3-year-old. So, what do we get to now? The El Dorado is awesome as a 12-year-old. Scott, this takes me back to the old life where the Mount Gay eclipse put me off trying a black barrel. Yeah, I still am. I keep penciling in Mount Gay. I really want to do that, the 3 Mount Gays, but stuff keeps piling in. I even have it penciled down to do next week, and then other stuff's trumped it. So the Mount Gay is still something I need to look at. Definitely need to look at, because unlike you, I've tried the black barrel 5-6 years ago. Can't remember. I certainly wasn't in the rum journey, so I kind of written Mount Gay off as a brand, but I know the other 2 get so much love. So I do need to go down the Mount Gay route. I 100% do. Right. Jag Pimp's obviously in the US, so I'm assuming the US, I don't know. $35. Right, 12 is awesome. Rum and Coke, turns it back. ED12 is a must. Shame they don't do a Madeira cask. Grenadines Madeira. Hang on. let... Are you sure, Windy? Or is it... I've got a funny feeling El Dorado have done... Oh, I don't know whether it's the 12-year-old though. I'm pretty damn sure they've done one of their stills in Madeira. I'm pretty sure they've done a 12-year-old. I know we were looking at the 15 earlier. I'm pretty sure they've done the 12, or they've done a single still. I can't remember which one it is. I'm sure they've done something in Madeira. I'm sure they have. Right. Decky, do they do specials? More than 100 USA Jack Pimp. Right. Do they taste different to anything on the market? Right. We'll get onto that. Or Mount Gay Black Barrel. Right. So it's a bit of water, bit of H2O. So the El Dorado 8. You know, it's decent. I'm just looking at my tasting notes there. I would say it's a little bit sweet. For me, it does nicely fit into that black dark rum category. For me, it is that rum that I would have for essentially rum and cokes. But as I've said, I've previously said, those kind of tiki cocktails, the fruit-based cocktails, because I do think the sort of caramel, molasses, sweeter notes that come through that are perfect for those kind of fruity cocktails. I think that is perfect for that. Right, the 5-year-old. The one thing I was going to say, and I've completely forgotten. What was I just going to say? Oh my God, I just had something to literally say and I've completely forgotten. Oh, it's gone, it's gone. Right, the 5. Was it someone? Did someone say something in the comments? No. I was going to say something, I've completely forgotten. Right, the ED5. That's what I was going to say in the comments. Just a note, and it should be quite hard to get these days, but essentially you want the El Dorado 12-year-old. I mean, even the 8-year-old is a different label, but a 12-year-old with the black little thing in it. If you see one with the red one, avoid it. It's basically been reformulated. The sugar has been stripped back or stripped out. I don't know for 100% sure which one it is yet, because RumX lists this as 35 grams of sugar per litre, which I'm pretty sure that's old. I'm pretty sure but I don't know whether they've stripped it completely out or whether they've still stripped it back to, say, like 10 grams or 12 grams. I don't know. But 35 grams per litre, I'm 99% sure, refers to the red little thing on the El Dorado 12. And the 15 would have been stripped back as well. Right, the El Dorado 5-year-old is pleasant. Honestly, after drinking the 8, that to me tastes like flavoured water. I've not been a huge fan of that El Dorado 8-year-old. It's all right. It's an okay rum. If I was being brutally honest, I wouldn't restock that. I'm not going to restock that because it just goes in, you know, for the price. What are we paying for the El Dorado? $24.75. Right, here's the thing. $24.75 for literally £3 more. If for a similar sort of rum that does the similar sort of jobs, I'm going to go Appleton 8-year-old, 100%, because that is a stonker value. I still think that is probably one of the best value rums I've got behind the bar there. So I absolutely love that, and I know that's coming in at like £28. So, all right, for what £3.25 more. The Angostura is not much more. The 7-year-old is not much more in that category. The Chairman's Reserve is a lovely rum in that category, probably cheaper. The Dawley's 5. It's a tough call between those two. Sorry, Richard Seal, but it is. And I can't. Well, no, I'm going to discount the Plantations because they are a little bit more expensive. So, but I would go Plantation 5-year-old Barbados over that. But yes, we are. Where are we? We're probably close to £8 or £9 more. But for me, it's kind of a nothing rum. Unless you are so loyal to El Dorado, it's kind of a nothing rum because I guarantee you will probably have better rums in that category. it's nice, you know. It's all right. What were the tasting notes? What people have got from it? Butterscotch, toffee, woody, vanilla, whiskey, tropical fruits, fruity, toasted, brown sugar, bit of smoke. Well, I don't get smoke off that at all. Smoky, coconut. Yeah, it's all right. It's pleasant. It is pleasant, but I just think you're going to get better. Now, the El Dorado 12-year-old. 37 quid. On the nose, very, very similar. Probably, this is the interesting thing. If I'm smelling these two, I'm automatically thinking the ED12 is going to be sweeter. But the ED12, it's just a gorgeous rum. It is gorgeous, gorgeous rum. There's a bit of fruit on there. There's a bit of vanilla, caramel. What have other people got? Dark chocolate. Yes, a little bit of dark chocolate coming off from that. I kind of lose that in the... I definitely lose it in the 5. I get it quite a lot in the 3-year-old. I kind of lose it in the 5-year-old, to be fair. But you know the 12-year-old has got real big notes of the Port Morant, the wooden pot still coming off there. I just, honestly, my own opinion, right? I think if you're willing to pay £30 for that, you know, I'm talking UK because, as I say, US, Canada, I know your prices are silly, in a good way, but I just can't justify it for me. What is it? £7. £7 in the grand scheme of things is nothing, really. You know, if you're really religious and want to stick to £30, then all right. If your arm can't be squeezed, but I just think that El Dorado 12 does it all. You're going to be so happy as that as a sipping rum. You're going to be so happy with that. If you like that as a rum and coke, you're going to love that as a rum and coke. Of course you are. It's a cocktail rum. It's I wouldn't use either of those for daiquiris. I'm sure some of you will, but personally for me, all three of those are not daiquiri rums for me personally. I'm aware some of you will. So that kind of cocktail was out of the equation. Someone said to me I'd have El Dorado 8-year-old as part of my Mai Tai blend. If you're just buying it for a Mai Tai, that's a waste of money from me because that will work in a Mai Tai just as well, if not better. I don't know. It's a really bizarre one because, you know, some brands I do like. For me, I'm just trying to. So actually, right, the Rum Cube, I kind of always thought for ages that the Carta Dorada for me was actually a nothing rum until I did the tasting of that, and actually, do you know what? It's so different from the rest of the range. It's actually got its own place. It's actually like Rum Cube's rum and coke rum is what they market for their rum and coke rum, whereas the Carta Blanca, sorry, is the daiquiri mojito rum. You know, El Dorado market this as there's kind of cocktail de demerara rum in there, but I just think that's, for the price you're paying, it's all about price, because for the price you're paying for that, I don't think it's much of a step up for that, and I don't think there's a huge difference except for the quality. Taste and profile, they're pretty similar. It's just you get the next level of quality in that. That's basically what I'm saying. I don't think there's much difference. I think I'm kind of getting there. Right, let's just go back to these comments. Good rain. So Anne, is that kind of answered your question? Is that helping you? If we can collectively help you out any more, then please just let us know, because I know it's kind of, there was quite a few questions about this. Right, Decky, on Mount Gay Black Barrel, they changed it up about 3 years ago. It's now much funkier, especially for Barbados. See, I've definitely not had it in the last 3 years, 100% not. So I really want to try that. Geraint, pretty sure EDL have done both PX and Madeira finish, but they are both single still. Yeah, I think it is one of their stills. I'm sure they did a 12-year-old as well. We know for a fact they've done the 15-year-old. No, you know, because those bottles are out there, easy. I'm sure they've done a 12-year-old. I'm sure they did the 12. But don't hold me. That may have actually been pre reformulation. So when they changed the recipes up, 2018. I've lost track of time now. So it might have been before that. So it might be, not be a new one. It might be an older one. But I'm sure they did it at some point. Right. Scott, I prefer the Flor de Caña 4 over the Plantation 3 stars, but Kevin is close. See, I'm the other way around. I prefer Plantation 3 stars over Flor de Caña 4, but neither of them come close to the Carta Blanca. And actually, the Montaña Platino, is it Montaña? He says, I've got it here somewhere. The Montaña Platino is second place. Whatever the Montaña is, I'm sure it's Platino. Is it that one? Oh, it is that one. Yeah, Platino was second place for me. So the Plantation 3 stars would be my third favourite white rum here, I think. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm not including the Lost Year's Navy Strength because that's a different category. It's overproof, but that's really good as well. But yeah, it's the Rum Cuba's a belter, an absolute belter. Right, Decky, go on, it's right. It's from Diamond. It's basically a museum with all their old Guyanese rum. So special one-off stills out there. Jack Pimp, ED5 is... Right, ED5. Right, hang on. Wait, hang on. I'm sure Jag Pimp. I'm scrolling up, so don't type it again. But I'm sure Jag Pimp. Right, ED12 is $35, and your 5-year-old is $26. So you've only got $9 difference between that and that. It's like, well, why would you buy that? $9? You're just going to buy that, aren't you? Right, Decky. I know prices of things. I'm like Rain Mine. Right, and B, El Dorado 12-year-old is it smooth, Steve, to drink neat? Sorry for another smooth. Mate, the rum, the sugar, there, you can't, is it smooth? In relation to what? What rum isn't smooth? That's what, when we had this chat the other day, that's what I really found hard to answer, because even like the Havana 7, which has got for me kind of like a woody, peppery bite to it, is still pretty smooth. You know, these are expert rums. You know, these are not cheap and trashy rums. I don't, you know, the cheapest rum I've got there is the Bacardi. Is that? You know, all these rums here, they're good quality rums. There's no kind of ethanol bite to them. They are smooth. Of course they are. So that's what I was trying to get through to the other day. There is not, that's a non-question when it comes to a rum, a decent branded rum. They are all smooth. But no one really, brands don't use smoothness, because when a brand really emphasises the fact that it's smooth, it just means they've added a ton of sugar to it. It's their marketing thing. So yes, is it smooth? Yes. You know, I can't answer it any more in depth than that, because it's a non-question, really. It really is a non-question. I cannot think of a rum here that is not smooth. Even the Rum Bar Overproof is smooth. It's silky smooth. Zero sugar added to it, but it's silky smooth. It's... yeah. Is it smooth? Yes, it's smooth. Right. Spends all his spare time. Claire's home. Right, thanks for watching. We're all going home. Thanks for coming, Claire. Total Wine. Miss a bit as internet was down. Scott, I'm glad I don't have a liquor store near me, but it's so easy. Master of Malt is like the king of, well, and to be fair, the Whiskey Exchange, Speciality Drinks, well, they're the same people, thedrinkshop.com, Drinkshop.com's all right. It's decent, but nowhere near as good as Master of Malt or Speciality Whiskey Exchange. You know, they're daddies. Right, I'm glad I don't have less that. Lee, ED12 is Nectar, El Dorado, Old Fashioned Mai Tai with Coke. Yeah, nice. I mean, it's just lovely. It's not complex. It's not got different layers going on to it. It's just typical, an El Dorado, typical rum. It just takes you, you know, that sip and it's that long length of sort of finish of it. As it goes down, it's like that warming factor inside. It's a lovely, lovely rum. And stupidly, I just forget about it. I forget about El Dorado as a brand. You know, automatically. My head's going more column still these days, to be fair. But, you know, it's a cracker. Steve has helped me out. I do think it's 100% the 12 for me is my first rum experience. I got confused with some saying with the 8 for sipping, but I think it's the 12 now. I generally, if money's not the deciding factor for you, I definitely think the ED12. I do. Unfortunately, I've got both here, so I can use that in Demerara cocktails, and I can use that to sip neat, and I could use that if I wanted to in a rum and coke and sip that neat. But if you're buying, if you're actually shelling out money, I just think it's nice to sip neat. You know, it's not bad rum to sip neat. It isn't. You know, I'm not slagging it off. It's a pretty decent rum to sip neat. It's just the fact that the ED12 is so much better. But for me, and I kind of want to try it. I've given the 15 some hate, Geraint. I haven't given it hate. I'm just adamant that the ED12 is the pinnacle for me. But again, I haven't really visited the ED15 in a few years. And I'm not convinced I've had the 15 since the reformulation. So I would like to try the ED15 again. For me, the 12 was the pinnacle. I didn't like the 15. I didn't like the 21 El Dorado, and I didn't like the 25. It's not that I didn't like them. I just preferred the 12. But it's the same with the Flor de Cagna. I like the Flor de Cagna 18, but the 12 for me is much better. The 12 for me is much better than the Flor de Cagna 18. It's just up behind it, just up there. Yeah. I've tried the Dorley's 14 as well, the 14-year-old. I prefer the 12-year-old. It's that kind of thing. I haven't got any more rums to kind of do that with yet, to be fair. Yeah, I think that's it on there. Where do we go? Right. Scott, for a sipper, I start with Plantation Barbados, and I will be restocking. Scott, Flor de Cagna 12, which can be gotten for under 30 quid. In general, Steve, do you think rum neat? Right, Steve. In general, Steve, do you think rum neat nowadays, or do you drink cocktails with Coke? Right. You will have seen... hey, Karen. And you will have seen my reaction to Claire's cocktail on there. And that wasn't disrespecting Claire's cocktail. I really like Claire's cocktail. But you'll have seen my reaction, heartburn. So it's very, very rare I drink cocktails these days. My body, my stomach, whatever was going on, whatever this long COVID thing is that's been going on now for nearly 18 months, I'm not... Daiquiris seem to be all right, weirdly. But I'm more neat than I am cocktails. I love cocktails, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't order them out because I wouldn't spend that money on something that might not sit well with me. So I much prefer sipping rum neat. Or rum, and this is why I wanted to recreate the Schweppes Muscovado mixer. Or I love like rum and ginger. Rum and ginger for me is not ginger beer, ginger ale is something that I can handle. And I do love that ginger. Ginger beer I can't necessarily handle. Small doses I can, but rum and ginger ale I definitely can. And the Muscovado, I think making my own, so it's not as fizzy as out of a can. The can would be exceptionally fizzy. The high setting on the soda stream, the third setting on the soda stream, would be exceptionally fizzy. That off the soda siphon will be a nice bit of fizz to it, which would be perfect for me. Yeah, I just don't. I love cocktails. I make them. My members see them. You see them on the cocktail books and all that sort of stuff. I do it for drink stuff. The last time I had a whole cocktail was, excluding daiquiris, but the last time I had a whole cocktail was easily 2 years ago. Easily. I've just not done it because I can't handle them. So it is for me neat. Right, Karen. I recently tried Twin Fin spiced rum. It tasted of caramel to me, no spice. Has anyone tried it? I can't remember it. Yes, we've tried it, Claire's. For those of you who are Imbibe and NRB and all that, we've tried them at the bar show. Twin Fin is essentially Tarquin's. It's not Tarquin's, but it's the same people that make Tarquin's gin. And Twin Fin is lovely imported rum, so they're blending. I can't remember I can't remember too much about the spiced rum. I can remember the flavours. The lychee was quite nice. And what was the other one? Was it grapefruit? Was it grapefruit and lychee? I forget what other flavours they were. But yeah, the flavour. I can't remember too much about the spice, to be honest. I can't remember what the flavours were now. Was it grapefruit and lychee and orange and something? Coconut and something. Lychee and coconut? I forget what they were now. I don't know. But I can't remember the spice. But yes, we have tried them. Tom had Twin Fin one whilst down in Cornwall. Oh yeah. Completely unremarkable. Just bang average. Not terrible, but nothing special. A nice bottle blend. This, yeah, it's kind of what I was getting at. I think, I don't want to be harsh here. I don't want to be really super critical and harsh and be all snobby and all that. But I think we have got to a point now where there's so much good stuff coming out of the UK, made in the UK. I think we've got to a point where if people are blending, if they're buying in Caribbean, whatever rums they can get, probably from E&H here in Holland, to be fair. But if they're buying Caribbean rums in and just spice them up themselves, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not interested in that. If someone's making their own spiced rum, Rose Mullion, for instance, Two Drifters, for example, I'm going to be very hypocritical here as well, because even though it's not spiced rum, but see, this for me is completely different. The Lost Years. Blending 4 different rums, or 5 different rums for the Yabba Dabba Doo. Blending lots of different rums to create something like that without adding anything to it is fine for me. I'm quite happy with that, because that is still those authentic rums. No sugar. Takes you on that journey. I love the layers. My palate has just changed dramatically, where I'm not looking for any old rum that's just been flavoured up. And as much as I love the Two Swallows and all that sort of stuff, as much as I love them, they're the big ones for me. They are the daddies, the Belgroves of the world. What else? The Sly Dog is pretty decent, to be fair. Sorry, I completely forgot about Keepers. All right, it's honey, but they're distilling that themselves. They're just buying the molasses in. I just think we're at the point now where the cream of the crop are rising to the top. Oh, that rhymed, didn't it? The cream of the crop are rising to the top. If these guys, small little tiny distilleries, can distill themselves their own from, all right, bought in molasses, because we can't make sugar, we can't grow sugarcane in the UK, then it's just a cop out and a business. It's kind of a business idea as opposed to a passion. If you're just buying in Caribbean rums and blending them, we need spiced rum. I don't want to sound too snobbish with it. We need spiced rums to catapult proper rum but my palate has just changed. Like, sorry, here's another one. You know, again, Moon Cursor. Oh Jesus, Morvenna, Cornish Distilling Company. You know, they're distilling. They're distilling and creating their own rums. It's just where I am. It's just where I am now. I've loved spiced rum for years. I still will drink spiced rums because I've still got that sweet tooth from time to time. I still like them, but I'm much more excited now, and my palate is changing week on week, let alone month on month. You know, my palate's changing with every kind of neat rum that I'm tasting, and as each week goes by, I'm not falling out of love with good spiced rums. I'm falling out of love with just generic spiced rums. They do nothing for me. These will always do the job. You know, they're specifically made. You know, Chairman's Reserve, spiced in the barrel. Cane Rock, spiced in the barrels. Rose Mullion, spiced in the barrels. You know, spices. They have seen spices and flavours. The real thing. No E numbers, no additives, no. They've seen real spices. You know, and that's where I personally am now. As I say, I will quite happily drink a rum bouillon. I will quite happily drink a Sly Dog. I will quite happily drink the Two Swallows. They are good, but I really do appreciate the skill and the labour of love involved in brands that are doing it properly and really want to be big players, as opposed to just in it for let's get as many flavour extensions as we can, because we know we can't make money just off of one flavour unless we do lots of other things with it. So we sell t-shirts, we sell recipe books, we sell whatever. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get into trouble with that. There's going to be some spiced rum brands that are hating me on that, but it's just where I am now. I'm sorry, but it's just, yeah. Right, twin fin, pineapple and grapefruit, that's it, and lychee and coconut. I knew there was something in coconut. Right, there we go. Karen, will or have you already done reviews on UK rum? Yes, Karen, there's one coming up next week. We did UK rums last 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Depends what I've got. I've done plenty. So we've done the Rose Mullion. We had a whole Rose Mullion week. Mad City I've done. Keepers I've done. Sly Dog I've done. Even the Five Rivers, even though it's in Indian spices and that, it's an English. See, again, all right, that's, you know, I haven't mentioned that, but all right, that's botanically distilled. There's a skill involved in that, in those spices. There is, you know, it's distilled like gin. It's a rum distilled like gin, spiced. The spices are involved in the distillation. It's not like, oh, let's add a few drops of cumin and a few drops of this flavour or something like that. It's actually properly been spiced. Yeah, I think that's Lost Years is an English brand. You know, I'm gonna back Lost Years because they have got phenomenal rums. They are buying some brilliant rums in there and blending them up. And it sounds a little bit hypocritical, but I don't think it is, because they are really bang quality rums, and they tell you about the rums, and they're basically trying to save sea turtles as opposed to get rich. You know, so I'm happy with that. Right. Jeff, question, going to St Ives in August, any good places to visit? Rum and Crab Shack, and Rum and Crab Shack have opened a cocktail bar called our bar. It's just on the street behind it, but the Rum and Crab Shack, definitely on the harbour, 100% go there. You can nip out and get your Cornish pasty and your ice cream just down the harbour a little bit down there. It's loads of lovely places, but the Rum and Crab Shack, I do believe if it's still there, if it's survived COVID, then it's a quality little sort of south bar chain down there. Flipping out, what are they called? There's one in Torquay, there's one in Bristol. Oh my God, Secco Lounges. What are they called? The lounge bar. They're called lounge bars, but I think the one in Torquay is Secco. I forget what the one in St Ives is called. They're just called lounge bars. Google Secco, SECO, and you'll find the lounge bar. I think that's right next door to their brilliant kind of chain, small independent chain of bars as well. They do stuff like really good beer, really good food, brunch, decent coffee first thing in the mornings, and that is so it should be right next to the Rum and Crab Shack if it survived COVID. I think it did, but don't hold me to that. 2 swallows for me has too much going on for my taste buds. Yeah, I wouldn't say too much going on. It's like salted caramel and citrus. It's a little bit of spice, but it does exactly what it says on the tin. You know, it's salted caramel and citrus. It's nothing else going on with it. Little bit of spice in the background. It's a little bit of if you mean too much going on, as in the spice heat that comes off it, fair enough. But it's salted caramel and citrus. It's not like 100 things coming out of you. 3, little bit of spice, salted caramel, bit of citrus, job's good. Tasty, really, really good. It's one of those spiced rums that I would like a traditional English style of spiced rum, a blended. You know, it's one of those ones I would always grab for because it's really good with Coke. It's really good. I was surprised by Peaky Blinders rum that was given for my birthday. It's dark, and if I remember rightly, and bearing in mind this is going back 2018, 2019 when I did that, I haven't got any left. No, I've got the Black Magic up there. I've got the Old Liberty up there. No, I haven't got any left. If I remember rightly, I do think I preferred that to Kraken, the old Peaky Blinder. I think I did. Don't hold me to that. Robin, hello Robin, how are you? Kang Rock is top drawer. I love top drawer. Dead Man's Fingers. Hey, look, when Dead Man's Fingers was in a bottle like that. When Dead Man, so ignore Minka, another Cornish spiced rum, but ignore the label. But when Dead Man's Fingers came in that shaped bottle, it was amazing, absolutely amazing. And then basically it's just become. They will argue it's the same rum, the same recipe. It's not. It's 100% not the same thing. This wherever it was the 2014, 2015. Whenever it was, 2014, 2015, Dead Man's Fingers was a completely different beast to what it is now. It's so good back then, so good. And the best rum of Chairman's Reserve spiced. There, and the best rum I've tried, the best spiced rum you've tried, Ant. Dead Man's Fingers spiced, I think, is a poor rum, right? Yes, because now you do get that little bit of ethanol bite off Dead Man's Fingers. A tiny, tiny little bit of ethanol. They're trying to strip back the sugar. It just masks. The flavour in it really does mask the poor rum in it, to be honest. And that's the downside, because it used to be, even though it was still bought in Caribbean rum, again, probably from E&A Shear in Holland, because they are the big players in Europe. You know, they're the huge big players. They were buying a ton of rum for the Caribbean and blend up a rum especially for you. It's just a different. It's just different now. It really is different. Right, Wendy, my mate rated DMF. The DMF tequila again. Right, we had it. So the first time I had it was up at NRB in March. It wasn't inoffensive. It was probably better than Jose Curvo and all that sort of stuff. But for the same price, I would go Cascabel all day long. Cascabel tequila at that price point just smashes it. It was just so much better. It was decent, of course it was. If you're loyal to Dead Man's Fingers, it was decent. But yeah, it's not in Cascabel's league. And Cascabel, I still can't believe Cascabel is that cheap for that good quality rum. For an 100% agave rum, I just cannot believe it's that cheap. It's such a good liquid. Really is good liquid. Really is. Right, and they're bringing out Tequila Rose. Yeah, and B, heat, spice, heat. That's what I mean, 2 swallows. Robin, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, 2 swallows is different me because the spice is hard tried. Fair play to Cam cashing in the flavours, but Easter and Christmas bottles are a big cringe. And could you do a live DMF on... Could you do a full live show on DMF flavours? No. Absolutely, categorically, no. In fact, that's close for getting you chucked off the live stream. Yeah, no. We are not doing that. Surprised there wasn't a Cinco de Mayo bottle. Tom, DMF are good party cocktails, rum at a bright price. DMF are the new Smirnoff, new Captain Morgans, the new Gordons. They are a great product that pubs and bars can get in quite easily at a decent price, sell them quite cheaply and make money. They are great for, I think Scotch just said party. Yeah, parties. You know, if you've got mates coming around, they are great for parties. If you're someone that likes rum and enjoys a drink yourself, no, they are not great anymore. They're all right, they do the job, but they are just so much better. And for the price point, when it's not on offer, £26, all right, 9 times out of 10 it is on offer for £22, but for 20, no, even at £20, you know, let's be brutally honest, even at £20, I can pick up, where are we, £20. The Flor de Carne 7-year-old, well, hang on, where's my Flor de Carne video? Rum Journey, Flor de Carne, where do we go? Hang on, Flor de Carne. $21.99. Right, let's go back to the live show. $21.99 for Flor de Carne 7-year-old. Infinitely better rum. Infinitely better rum. I don't know. I'm looking at Bacardi's, but I don't know how much the Bacardi 4-year-old is now. I would guess that the Bacardi 4-year-old is at the same price as Dead Man's Fingers. You know. Yeah, it's yeah. I loved. Hang on, 5-year-old needs to go back. I loved, as I say, I loved Dead Man's Fingers back in the day. Now it's just got bigger and bigger and bigger. You can even, I think it's even changed personally, and I know my palate's changed, but I think it's even personally changed in the last 3 years compared to what it is now. Because that banana that they released really opened my eyes up to actually what a terrible base rum it is, because it had been masked quite well up until then. The coconut, I think, is probably, I don't know, I'm not sure whether the coconut's the same rum, but the coconut is pretty all right actually. The coconut does a decent job, but I can't think of another flavour out of them that I could rave about. Yeah, no. Mango probably in second place. But then that as a mango rum smashes it. That is just so much better. So much better. Yeah. Sorry, I know. It's what I say. I used to love Dead Man's Fingers. I did, of course I did. I just think because they've got bigger, quality's been sacrificed. The banana was just shocking. It was just caramel. It's nothing like banana. And they might have reformulated that. I might have been, because they sent it, I might have had the first batch, the first bottle, and it just might have been, it might be improved now. It might actually taste like banana. But that was what, 2 years ago for me? Don't know, whenever I got that banana now, I don't know. But yeah, it's, yeah. Can put Anne in a timeout. Right, it's going to be a lot of people's starting point on a rum journey now, though, isn't it? Yeah, I kind of agree. Ron Santiago at Tesco is a similar price. Yeah, Bacardi 4 is $20 here. Yeah, don't hide your feelings, Steve. Passion fruit goes down very easily. Yeah, but I bet that goes down even easier. It's a passion fruit. All right, this is passion fruit and guava, but I bet that goes down 10 times easier than what the Dead Man's Fingers passion fruit does. This is lovely. Just dip a straw in that. That's, you know, if I want a passion fruit flavoured, if I want something that's passion fruit flavoured, this, you know, all day long. Lovely bit of spice coming through, juicy passion fruit coming through. No ethanol, harsh rum bite to it. Yes, there's probably more sugar in it. I don't know. No, it's never seen a passion fruit in its life. It is flavour compounds, but it's proper juicy, and that all day long. All day long. Oh, that's quite nice actually. that's quite nice for a sweet evening tipple. And Plantation OD. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry. They're kind of... Well, actually, pubs and bars will be paying sort of 16, 17 quid for that on buying deals. And the 3 stars. You know, that, Christ, yeah. If you could get that for 17 quid, you know, it's just a better, superior product to taste. If you're just buying Dead Man's Fingers for Coke. Yeah. Go back to Dead Man's Fingers in how it was in 2014, 2015. Right, let's not talk about DMF Ron Cube 3 and Appleton 8. You're not tipping the DMF neat. Yeah, but that's just fun. That, if you love fun, fruity daiquiris, that lime sugar is a DAC. Oh, that's going to be fun. You know, it is. Passion fruit grenade again. And it's no secret. I've said this to Tom straight to his face. I think that's his worst flavour. The passion fruit grenade. It's probably the salt caramel in it, to be fair. But again, you know, it doesn't. All right, it's higher ABV, of course it is, but it doesn't compare in passion fruit flavour to the Bush. Not a chance. That is my least favourite out of Hurster's range. Or it's on par with the orange and ginger. Purely because I've got 3 better orange and ginger rums here than that. Yeah. Bush rums are all 18. Well, there we go. Bush £18 on all flavour. That's an absolute steal. That's an absolute steal. £18. Oh yeah, if you want flavoured rums, right? Hang on. I should add flavoured rums to the dregs bottle as well. So that would be quite funny. It's just mango. It's just mango and rum. It's not an exceptional rum. It's not, you know, not 5-star quality, but there's no mistaking that is rum, and that is juicy mango. Really juicy mango. My least favourite one out of the bunch is actually their plain spiced rum, to be fair. It's decent, but it's like, yeah. You know, between if that's £18 and Dead Man's Fingers is £20, I'd buy that purely because it's £2 cheaper. But it's yeah, it's all right. Right, ordered. Thanks, Scott. Ordered 23.35. Dead Man's Fingers came up and searched for Bush rum. Amazon Decky added some overproof rum to my Bush mango. Really opened up the mango. Oh, that's interesting. I'm up for a bit of that. What do I put in there? Hang on. Decky, I like where your head's at now, Decky. Decky, see, this is where the fun rum experiments come in. Right, Bush mango. Let's be all scientific. I like where your head's at. I'm going 10 ml of Bush and overproof. Oh, gotta go flipping. Oh no, what? Hang on. Evening, Marky T. Hello, Marky T. Mark's just taken his fruit out of the oven. Order 20. Some overproof. I'm not sure I want to put Jamaican in that. That's just what I'm thinking. Do I want to put Jamaican in there? I think it's going to have to be. I could go Navy Strength, which is 54.5%, or I could go 63. To be fair, it's 7%. I'm not sure. Lee, if Lee's still watching, Lee, this is all down for Lee. I know what he's going to say. Come on, Ganimal. Am I going Jamaican Funk or am I going Lost Years? It's got a tiny little bit of agriculture to the finished. 63 or 54.5% run by. There he is. All right, just for Lee, the things I do for you members, right? So, oh Jesus, woo! Jesus Christ! I tell you what, mate, if that rum that you're making smells even half as funky as what this beast does, Jesus. Right. Right, I've gone equal amounts, 10 mil and 10 mil. OFTD? Oh! I wasn't thinking OFTD. I was thinking white rum. God, you don't. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. We'll do experiments. We'll do the experiments just in the name of science, won't we? So we'll do 10 mil on 10 mil. Oh, all right. Calm down. It's Windy going, no, you need to open it out with water. And there's Tom. Is it Tom? It's Tom. It's Tom. It's like saying, open it out with overproof rum. All right. So. Oh, that smells, don't it? Right. That's vicious. That is proper vicious. Right. Interesting live. Damn you all. Only on 10 minutes and needs his passion fruit bush. I don't know why we're talking about flavoured rums all of a sudden, spiced rums. It was bloody Ant, wasn't it? Ant started this. Ant was going on about Dead Man's bloody fingers. Right. Oh my word, I know exactly what I'm doing with that. Hang on a second. Oh no, much prefer that. The OFTD is nice. I mean, actually, it's quite nice, to be fair. Totally different, but I know what I want to do with that. Where's it gone? Right. So what we've done in there, we've got 20 mil, haven't we? So, it should be bang on. You're right, yeah. A little bit of my pre-mixed daiquiri with an ice cube. I think that's going to be... What's going on? Something's just flashed up on my screen. Welcome. Oh, Tom's joined as well. Hello, Tom. Again, same goes for you. I think you're in Discord, aren't you? I know you're in Discord. I'll unlock the members area for you in Discord. Right. The best and most expensive channels I follow. I tried this month and still at Spill spent over £200. Right. Need a little, oh Jesus, that funk on there. That is a beast of a daiquiri. I love that. Mango rum. Rum bar overproof. Lime juice. Equal measures of those two. To a 6-2-1 daiquiri. So it's still... Equal measures of that, 6 parts rum, 2 parts lime, 1 part sugar. And for those of you who haven't cottoned on, that bottle of daiquiri mix, it's 2 parts lime to 1 part sugar, so I can instantly measure it out exactly to what I'm doing on there, all right? So I know how much to base. So I know there was 20 mil because I did 10 and 10. That's actually really good. That's a cracking little daiquiri, that. I kind of like that. I kind of want to try it now with the passion fruit. No, let's behave. We've got a long day tomorrow. Long day tomorrow. Right, Tom, thanks. Keep me enjoying. Great community. Appreciate the output from Steve. My one was Ray and Nephew, just to add. Ray and Nephew, yeah, don't muck around with Ray and Nephew. Just go straight for the Rum Bar Overproof. Ray and Nephew's all right. Ray and Nephew, just to answer that question, will I restock Ray and Nephew? No. Rum Bar Overproof for me. All right, Ray and Nephew's cheaper. Rum Bar Overproof is for me, even though a lot of people don't actually say it. I've seen plenty of reviews head to head, and people are like, oh, I can't really taste the difference. I think if you can't taste the difference between those two, there is something massively wrong with you. Because they are like chalk and cheese for me. It's just like, whoa, you can smell the difference straight away. Yeah. I mean, you think that's funky? Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure that would power your car. Well, and to be fair, you still get a certain amount of it on the silver. I mean, it's dialed back, but you still get a certain amount on that. I mean, it's obviously the same rum, just diluted more. Yeah. Woohoo! Mango Dax to finish the night. Joe Wicks. Welcome, Tom. I think I'll grab some bush. Now, Wendy. I was just scanning down through the comments because I was convinced someone was going to say something. Yeah, I've just seen Claire's now as well. Have you had? No, I need to get Lee's going to kill me now. No, I need to get Rum Fire as well. If the Rum Fire, which I have it on very good authority, that the Rum Fire is even worse than the Rum Bar. I think I'm in for a treat. But no, I haven't had the Rum Fire. To be honest, I don't think I'd want it more than the Rum Bar. The Rum Bar is just that sort of optimal peak level of woohoo for me. It's not about the feistiness of the alcohol, it's the funkiness of the juice. I'm actually not too concerned about it being 63%. The 63% doesn't bother me, it doesn't kill me at all. The funk does. It is that fresh cut grass, that overripe banana more than anything. It's like, it is probably, and I've got a couple up here as well, it is probably my most funkiest rum I have behind here. If someone says to you Smith and Cross, or a bit of funk from Smith and Cross, that is nothing. The Hamden 8 has got a bit of funk to it, but nothing remotely close to that Rum Bar Overproof. The other one, I forget which one it is now. Is it this one? It's one of these signature blends. No, it's not that one. Is it this one? I think it might be this one. No, it's not that one. All right, third time lucky. Straight in the eyeballs. Oh, yeah, it's that one. Blended rum number 1. Bottom column. Shouldn't be that one. That's got the most funk on it from that, but yeah, whatever. Did a question. Thanks, Scott. I did say I read. It's got to that point where I read all the comments now, so we're there. Karen can break the rules. Right. Karen. Before I order Chairman's Reserve spiced rum, previous spiced rums I have are Bacardi Spice, Kraken, and Keepers. Will Chairman's be a step up? Right. So, for someone, we've got Ant to blame to be on the spiced rum chat, but that's fine. We love a bit of spiced rum. So, will it be a step up, Karen? It's orangey delicious. Right. Will it be a step up? So, the best way I can describe this, Karen, right? let's just go bush. We're talking about bush. Let's just talk about bush. Right. Right. And this is your taste buds are your taste buds, right? You're going to enjoy what you're going to enjoy. I'm going to talk about it from a craft, a creating point of view, all right? With these spiced rums, you've just got any old Caribbean rum that they've got a good deal on, whether it's direct, probably not, whether it's from E&A Shear, most probably in Holland, one of the biggest blending rum blenders in the world. They'll have bought their rum and they'll have flavour compounds, essentially no different to that, morning syrups, or your little bottles of vanilla extract or rose water or whatever flavourings you buy from your supermarkets, right? And that's how those spiced rums are made. There'll be a bit of ginger flavour extract, there'll be a bit of orange flavour extract, there'll be a bit of caramel flavour extract going in there. That's how they're made. Chairman's Reserve, Cane Rock, Rose Mullion, there's some others that I've forgotten about. Some others. Where are we? What's the other one? Doesn't matter. The reason why they're a step up is because that Chairman's Reserve is that Chairman's Reserve spiced is that Chairman's rum. They then into the barrel throw in all the spices and it's aged for another 6 months. So you've actually got physical spices going into the barrel and it's aged to let round off for 6 months. All right? Not flavour compounds. So is it a step up? Yes, because it's actually in spices and the skill level and craft involved in knowing how much of those spices to keep aging it. The tropical climate comes into play as well with that. Is a whole different ball game to just buying a rum and adding a few drops of that until you get your required line. As I say, you're going to like what you're going to like. If people like Dead Man's Fingers, brilliant. If people like Bush, brilliant. You know, I've got nothing against what you like. But is it a step up? Yes. Because it's actually rum that has been spiced as opposed to rum that has been flavoured, spiced. All right? So, yeah. But I know plenty of people that don't like Chairman's Reserve spiced, but they love Dead Man's Fingers. That's cool. If you know where your palate sits, that's absolutely fine. I'm just telling you, it's a step up in quality. It's not. I'm not guaranteeing you're going to like it, but it's a step up in quality. Right. Can you explain ester levels? That's something I hear more in the US podcasts I listen to. Oh, Rumcast. I haven't listened. I was going to listen to that this morning. Completely forgot, actually. I don't know what they were talking about this morning. It just got released, I think, overnight. Right, ester levels. Look at Scott. Look at Scott coming in with the knowledge bombs. Here, look, Scott. Bless him. Bless his little heart. Yeah, Scott's answered it. So, esters refer to the amount of funk heat basically coming off the yeast and off the fermentation. So it's all to do with the fermentation of the initial molasses, sugarcane juice, whatever they kind of use there. There's other factors at play, like in Jamaica, they use thunder pits to a certain extent. And I'm talking about this at a very basic level. Someone more experienced than me can talk about it much higher. But it's definitely, even probably Lee, to be fair, Ganimal, if he's still here, I can't see the last. Oh, he's changed his name, sorry. Lee, sorry, of course he has. He's Ganimal in the Discord, but Lee will probably explain it a lot better because that's what he does. Kind of, he's more beer, I think, but he's experimenting with rum. But it is kind of related to the fermentation of the molasses, of the sugarcane juice, where you get that different level of funk coming in. Now, the esters, every Jamaican distillery has its own unique mark or collection of marks, and they're kind of related to the amount of ester, the amount of funk essentially that's in that rum. Okay, so for instance, The amount of esters in Appleton is minimal, absolutely minimal. There's nothing in it at all. Same with the Kingston. But the esters in your blend there, your esters in your Worthy Parks, in your Hampdens are a little bit more. In your, well, Rum Bar is Worthy Park as well, are a little bit more. You know, you could go into, there's a whole different science to it, but it's essentially fermentation, the levels, the yeast extracts, the yeast strains, sorry, that ferment in your molasses or your sugarcane juice. That's what it's referred to, essentially. Thanks, ordered. I will let you know. Jeff, can you rate? Yes, I have rated Cane Rock on. I was the first one, I think. Someone had added it, and I was the first one to rate it. So let me go to Cane Rock. Cane Rock. There we go. Mise en Fronde. Right, my tasting notes. What did I give it? I gave it. Oh, I gave it a 90 out of 100. Bearing in mind my spiced rum scores are different to, or in my head are different to rums. I gave it a 90. I thought it was belting. It's averaging on 10 reviews. It's averaging 83, which means the lowest score. All right, someone's giving it a 0, or someone's giving it a 1 to 10. Some twat. But other than that, so that's brought the average down. It's all over 70s on there for the other 9. So some twat is basically giving it 0 to 10. But in the is a twat. If you're rating rums that low, you're proper pretentious. All right. What did I get? My tasting notes: ginger, caramel, vanilla, coconut, allspice, espresso. It's gone out. And then on the taste, ginger, coconut, allspice, caramel. Finish, yeah, the same. Medium finish, yeah. Lovely. So it's on there. But yeah, I did like the Cane Rock. Right, makes sense. So a way of yeah, essentially it's the only weird thing, or the hard thing to get your head around is that because every Jamaican distillery has their own marks, there's not a direct comparison. All right, so it's not like a score of 1 to 100 where Hampden might rank their Hampden 8 at sort of 70, and Rum Bar Worthy Park might rank their Rum Bar Overproof at 85. It doesn't work like that. They'll have 4 letters or 3 letters after their rums, sort of thing. I don't know whether it's on here actually. Where's Hampden? I don't think they actually say on the bottle. No. No, there's no mark on 8-year-old. No. No. Oh, no, that's an address. No, there's no mark on the 8-year-old. I don't think there's a mark on the Worthy Park either. No, it'll be on their literature where they give it, because there's no point in putting marks on bottles because no one really understands it. Hang on. We've got, oh, hang on. We've got, well, right, okay. So on the boutique, I'll come right up to the camera. You can see, well, let's come that way. Can you see, yeah. Can you see that JMWP mark? So even though that's secret distillery, the geeks will know exactly where that rum's come with, a blend of what rums. And it's not Worthy Park, the WP on there. Apparently. So yeah, that's what those letters and all that refer to. This is another one. So we've got MG on. So we had JMWP on that one. We've got MG on this one, for instance. See that? MG. So the geeks, the rum geeks, will know exactly where that rum's come from, even though it says secret distillery. The likes of me and you, we haven't got a clue. Right, I'm obsessed with esters. Still learning. Happy chatting Discord. Yes, yeah. Lee is. If you haven't cottoned on, Lee is Ganimal in Discord. All right, it's an animal with a G in front. Right, I think that is basically it for the night. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you do swing by next Sunday, because next Sunday should be a cracker. Should hopefully be a cracker. It'll be a good anyway, but it should be a cracker. Coming up this week, the videos, what have I done? I've filmed 3, but we have got... I'm not sure if he's still here, but Mr. Naylor to thank for... Hang on, my finger's in the way. Mr. Naylor to thank for that. That is the US Kraken, and that is the UK Kraken. We've gone head to head. So that's coming out this week. What else? I've forgotten what else I filmed this week. Tasting videos. Oh, Jamaican week. Smith and Cross. Sorry, Smith and Cross. And Worthy Park 109. So the Smith and Cross will actually come out next week, the week after next. So it's Worthy Park and Kraken this week. They're your 2 videos. Members, I think I released the video on this week. So no members video this week, it'll be next week. Because the video's already out, came out on Thursday. So if you haven't watched that, thank you. Hope she feels better soon. I shall pass that on. It's weird. It has to be long COVID. It has to be. Yeah, it's just kind of. She's better later on in the day, but it's like the whole breathing thing, sort of thing. Like in the mornings, she's pretty rough. But yeah. Yeah, Cocktail Wonk is a good up. I'll post some links in. Who's the other one? Oh, it might be. Oh, hang on. It's on. I've got thingy open here, isn't I? Who's the other one? It is not Cocktail Wonk. What's the other? The Lone Caner. The Lone Caner is a great website for that. So go just search your Lone and then Cane. Oh, it's all one word, but Cane as in rum, C-A-N-E. So Lone Caner. Go and search that website. That's brilliant. That one. It's a lot of info on that website. Hell of a lot. Right. Hi, David. Hello, David. Really enjoying my bottle of OF2D. Diplomatico Reserve makes down fine rum fashioned. Yeah, you just don't need any sugar with the Exclusiva for an old fashioned or rum fashioned. This is quite sweet, but tasty, but just quite sweet. You don't need much sugar in that, but yeah, good for that. Right. Good show. Thanks all. Thanks for watching. I'm going to stand here and chapter this up now for the replay. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you through the week. I'll see you all in Discord. Watch my videos. Like this. If you haven't liked it already, like the stream on the way out. Oh, that was like every time. Like the stream on the way out. And I'll see you really soon. Thanks for watching all.